Hello, welcome. How are we? A few little technical issues on my side. Stream may go down once or twice. I will try and fix it as quick as possible if it does. I've been battling with it for the past 40 minutes.
Super
Guys, we have a really good recap in the Discord. We should be in it if you're not already. Because it's a good one, and I feel like this one's important for the story, I will recap it from the character's POV. So, it starts with a pink-skinned tiefling, a warm pink-skinned tiefling waking up, taking out a journal of some sort, maybe to catalogue their dreams. We pan down and we see what they write. It says Gileas's diary, 20th of Uvalander, 734 New Dawn. It reads as follows. The dreams returned again. It's becoming unsettling how vivid they've become. I've dreamt of many things in my time. Fragments, glimpses, flashes of arcane whispers and unknowable truths. But these people, they linger. The clarity and sharpness by the day, I'm starting to wonder if it's still dreaming or something a bit deeper. It began outside the Initium. They gathered just after I spoke to them, and wouldn't you know it, that grumpy old man from the bar, that was Leo in disguise. I fell for it, truly. Clever illusion. I'll be more observant next time. They talked about what I'd told them, especially the auction of secrets. There was some confusion, mostly from Aurelian about the other auction I told them about. Either I didn't explain it well, or something about the idea unsettled them more. After a short exchange, they left him at Rin. Now Rin, there's a riddle wrapped in flesh, or something close to it. Even in my dreams, I can't see their face. It slips away like water through fingers. The group waited in a tavern, wary tense, until Rin arrived. They talked, details traded like coin. The group secured their invitation to the auction, 85 gold. I think Rin was almost disappointed they didn't haggle. What kind of information broker doesn't enjoy a little back and forth? They asked about the second auction too. Leo in particular seemed to recognize something mentioned, a relic or artifact from his days working in the Arvergrad Antiquities Exchange. That caught my attention. I wonder what he's trying to recover. Or hide. When the conversation ended, they forgot Rin's face entirely, and just like that, wiped clean, some kind of memory ward, surely. It's more sophisticated than any I've encountered. And this is Karakin, the city of shadows behind curtains. Emmeline bumped into someone, an old friend. The friend might be stretching it. An elf, ancient, prescient. Eyes sharp, unspoken knowing there. What caught my eye, or rather dream, was the dagger they wore. It mirrored Emmeline's rapier, not just in make, but in magic. Twin flames cut from the same forge. Tensions between them ignited, words were exchanged, and soon bloodlust bloomed. They agreed to a duel, winner claiming both weapons. The fight would be in the old place. I don't know what that means, but she did. Her expression said everything. Afterwards, Ali went on a date, of all things, with a man named Yan. He surprised her, used a little time magic. That's not something they do lightly in this city. They talked of codices, Ali's blood curse, and something else that stuck with me. Leo wanting a demiplane to hide in. Something's coming. Something bad. Later that night, they returned to the estate and fell asleep. But I didn't wake up this time. I stayed inside the dream. Aurelian's dream came first, strange, twisted, like a great labyrinth stretching endlessly. I saw him just beyond reach, chasing something unseen. I tried to follow, but then a voice, calm, impossibly kind, asked me to leave. I don't know how, but it guided me out, as if parting a sea of thoughts. That led me to a door nestled deep within the woad. Rhea opened it. For a moment, I swear she saw me, like she knew I was there. She didn't seem surprised or frightened, just calm. I wonder if she's going to speak to me about it, or if she'll remember. From there, I walked alone past dream woods and shimmering echoes, until I came upon a sleeping dragon, massive, and entirely made of flowers. It lay coiled in a breathtaking garden. I dared not wake it. There was peace in that place, and it felt sacred. But peace never lasts in dreams. I kept walking and eventually found something wrong. A towering being, chained, bound in countless ways, but alive. Its head was a blazing sun, and just looking at it made my soul writhe. The madness was palpable, my heart raced, my vision fractured, and then I was shunted out, thrown back, gasping for breath in my own dreams. The rest of his diary is on the Discord. Goes into further detail about what the party faced the following morning. Quite the odd situation. But our heroes don't know that, because Rhea could not remember her dream the morning come to. So, as you all wait...
The dice are
Ali,
fucking stupid, that's why.
the dice don't like you that much. But, Ali, you made your way. You got Erberg. Grumpy from his morning rise. It's early for his shift, for sure. He doesn't normally start first thing when sun goes down. But, grabbing a bit of armor and making his way, he follows you to the group. All right,
so
tell
yeah,
me
just
about
as
it.
So, there was 2 shadowed creatures, if I recall.
All right.
I only saw one of them. But
You're on their way back, right? You're not back with us.
They're on their way back.
Okay.
on the way back, yeah. We were just leaving the property to get some errands done, and we Rhea got there first. She'll be able to explain it better, but there was 2 shadows, living shadows, and one invisible creature. I don't quite know what any of them were, but they certainly fell to the blades. One of them got away. One of the shadows, the invisible creature, is gone, and one of the shades is also dead. So they tried to take one of your gardeners, I think it was.
Bison's balls, it's early. Right, go on, where? And he goes with you to the rest of the group. Erberg kind of rocking up. He's got not all of his plate mail is on. It's just like the chest piece, and like a pauldron.
The essential bits.
An axe.
Yeah.
Right. What happened?
Rhea's over with the gardener, was kind of like consoling her, making sure that she's okay. Well, I went to go on a walk, and there was an invisible creature stealing her breath, it looked like. And I cast fear, and it ran. And then that one came back, and 2 shadows emerged after I had interrupted what it was doing to the gardener. And she ran inside, or I teleported her inside.
Quick thinking.
And then my friends came. I was worried that they would try to enter the house after her, so we tried to distract them until we were able to end them. One of them never came back from the fear, though. So I assume once it broke, it was so far gone that it thought it better to leave.
All right,
But that does also imply that there's individual frames of thought versus one thing controlling their minds.
Yeah, and hasn't gotten these fucking wards back up yet. It's all
I
right.
think they probably shouldn't go out on their own, but in pairs.
I'll see to it all. You've done enough. I appreciate it. Genuinely. It's helpful. Shadow creatures. I'll pass this on to Jan as well. We need to prioritize the words if they haven't seen this inside the estate in a minute.
It's happened before.
Not in a long time since before the wards.
Were they the same kind of shadows?
I couldn't tell you. A lot of mages in this city. They'll summon anything. They'll summon what they deem useful.
Still getting used to that, sorry.
It takes time. I appreciate it. I'll see to the gardener. Stay safe. I don't know when the wards will be back up, or don't go out alone by yourself. Safety in a group.
Understood. Sounds good.
And he heads inside to
How's
go talk to the gardener.
How's everyone looking?
Fine.
Let me you know what? I don't remember. I know I used spells, though.
Yeah, I think you got tanked.
I didn't even think about pulling that up. Am I hurty?
You got hit once, definitely. Aurelian got hit a couple of times, I think.
I'm okay. I got this big bruise starting to whelp up on my arm, but I'm okay.
Leo will fly down from the roof where he's been perched, keeping an eye out for the returning shadow creature.
Any
I've
sign?
seen
Don't
anything-
quite. I don't
sign.
quite meet Leo's eye as I like rejoin the room.
Yeah. Are you nursing your bruise though?
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it for now.
Okay. Do you want me to have a look at that? You're right.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Would you like to go into town?
Yes, please.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
I
what
was
did I
getting a
say?
dictionary.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Nate?
Leo, Ria, what did I say? What did I do?
We just had an argument at the end of last session.
Yeah, I know, but Leo
Okay.
doesn't understand what he's
Okay,
done.
got it.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that out of character we were on
No,
something.
no, we're good.
You've decided to run away, and assumed that everyone else will run away with you.
But not that. I'm just wanting to give us space to retreat if we have to. I'm not running away. I was. I'll admit. I was looking to run away. But it was before I met you. Before I agreed to stay and fight. Not giving up. Giving up is doing nothing.
I don't want to lose anything else.
Neither do I.
I don't want to leave it.
Don't plan on leaving it. But you know I do like to consider worst case scenarios. This is a worst case scenario situation. This isn't a first choice.
I don't know if I'd go anyways.
I'm not asking anyone to go. Haven't even thought about that. Just want a space for as many people as I can to get away. If we have to.
I know that's probably a much better plan. It just feels like losing. And I can't think about that. It's
I
too
know.
scary, it's too big.
It's terrifying. That's why I'm obsessing over it. That's why I can't get the thought out of my head. Because I'm scared.
Or the opposite like that.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. I didn't mean to.
I know you
But it's
didn't.
it's a viable contingency.
I know. I just don't know if it's one I can take.
I don't think I'm going to get there in time. But I just can't stop thinking about it.
Does thinking about it keep you from being able to think about what we're doing now?
Oh no. Different roads in the same city.
I'm a bit one-track minded. I don't get how you do that. I don't.
Uh.
It's really impressive though.
Different shelves in the same bookcase.
Sorry, I can't read the romance book and the instructional manual at the same time. It's not working.
That's alright. I am what I am.
I'm gonna go give him a hug.
Leans really into it.
Big squeeze.
One second, I need
See
to
what she's like,
check a little something while that happens.
No, about that arm. I can see you
It's-
shielding it.
It's kind of painful, I'm not gonna lie, but we've got a
Oh, no,
lot
no.
going on today. So we should probably wait and see if something worse comes along before we do anything about it. I'd hate for there to be a waste of healing.
Leo's going to give her a proper look. If something worse comes along, you're going to want that arm in tip-top shape. Put it out.
Yes, Mom.
Tap my little brass spider.
This is so ticklish.
I'll cast Cure Wounds at level 1.
Okay, mark off the spell.
Yep. D8. Jesus, that's good. 7 plus my spellcasting modifier?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 7 and 5 is 12. 12 hit points back.
Cool.
There you go.
Don't forget you're down a
Freeze up.
strength point right now till your next short or long rest, though. Rhea.
I forgot about that. It's on the sheet, but I forgot about that.
Look, you're still more buff than Aurelian.
It's true, I am. Thought that
Most
tree
are.
climbing.
Allie and M just standing there, just like, so, we
You
ready
see,
to go?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, we're good.
Good. Right.
I think I had a weird dream last night, like as we're like walking now.
Oh,
Tell
yeah?
us about it.
Yeah, I think I met somebody, but I don't remember who.
Oh,
I remember being worried for them, but I don't know why.
Strange.
Yeah. I got nothing.
Me neither. I know, we
Still
just had a
weird,
lot
though.
of weird shit.
What were you doing in the dream?
Still weird, though.
It was at Granny's house.
Oh.
No, it's not. That's not weird for me. It would be like having a dream in the house you grew up in.
Different connotations because of,
It could, but it didn't feel like it. It just felt like I was at home.
it feels like a powerful place to visit in a dream. The house of a witch of the wold.
A lot of your dreams come from your memories too, though.
True. I think I read somewhere that the dreams of powerful or auspicious places are connected. It may have been like some weird conspiracy thing, though.
I dream
know.
about being at home a lot, though.
Fair enough.
And do you?
I'm sure you'll miss
And
it.
you don't dream about being at home? Back before everything was scary?
It's not necessarily the location I dream about. It's the people.
Yeah.
My family is my home.
That's fair.
The house was just a,
What
dusty
happened?
museum filled with dead artifacts.
I can't imagine somewhere that he lives being dusty and empty and sad.
Oh, it was not empty. Oh
Well,
god, there are
dusty
so
and
many
cluttered, I
trophies.
guess.
Just big.
Your family
So where
had
are we
a
headed to first?
museum at
Oh.
home as well.
The home
Had.
was the museum.
What a delight.
All of Dad's adventures, all in the one place.
Oh, it
It's
was
where I got my original armor and stuff.
Right.
I'll show you one day.
Residential museums are all the rage up north.
Yeah.
If I had one, I don't think anyone would want to come because it would just be all the little things that I find interesting and fun.
Maria
Yeah.
Granny's house would be a museum.
Nah.
The spoon
tell
of
that to the
smiting? You
pots.
kidding me? Or what was it? The ladle of pain?
Spoon.
One spoon.
Big wooden spoon. Magical artifact. Ascension level.
Yeah.
Nowhere
Does
near
no
as bad as the
damage,
slipper
causes
of returning, though.
excruciating pain.
Ooh,
Wait, what?
the slipper of
The
returning.
slipper of returning.
It's true. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh god.
Okay. So as you all head into town, are we feeling high or low today, gang?
Always high.
I think we're all
Hi.
okay. Hi, cool.
Apparently
Is that
we're
all
high.
tired?
Okay. So what are you doing in town?
I'm gonna try and find some way to learn Druidic, or at least like an idiot's guide to Druidic.
And I'm sure there's plenty of bookstores and also probably at least one library.
Oh, actually, you told me about that library you went to, the bookstore, the weird one.
Yes, it's wonderful.
All right, take me. Let's go.
That was
You
in
remember
Van
that?
Zarden.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, was it? I thought it was in.
Yeah.
No.
That was before
I
we
thought it
left.
was in Kirkin.
No, it was in Van Zarden because that's where I got Sally's books.
So we
Oh,
could, but it would be
right.
quite a long way.
Oh yeah, true. I'm misremembering.
That's okay.
I haven't
Right.
quite worked out long distance teleportation yet.
If I have my
Emily,
way, I
that's
never
our
will.
close.
Where's some nearby bookstores?
Mean.
I know someone a bit further in. I can take you there.
This is another
We're
one of
just
those
treating
don't buy
Emily
the
like
first
Siri
place you
in
go
this city,
to.
aren't we?
Yeah.
Hey, find me a near bookstore.
Hey, where's a good place for coffee? Hey, where can we buy potions?
So,
So let's go to
bookstores
your
the go for
second
the group.
recommendation. Yeah.
Who would like to lead the investigation?
I mean,
do
it makes sense.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
well,
right?
I'll help him. I'll help Emmeline then. As an archivist, I think as part of my background, I'm just trying to look it up, but I can sniff out a library. I don't know.
I believe you can.
Help. Yeah, I'm
Wait,
just
you can
looking
sniff
for
it out.
the-
That's a strong nose, my friend.
It's a good sniffer.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I feel like being air genasi, you just more like force the air into your nose.
Yeah, no breathing, just
Yeah, it's just
Emily, what's the roll?
22.
22.
nice.
Okay. You know of a couple. For what you're looking for, let's say you head like about an hour into town, kind of to the more merchants districts where a lot of stuff can be, bought, sold, various small little bits to be gotten and whatnot. So let me just grab this list up. Where's it gone? Okay, you come across a little place called the Serpent's Rest, which is very much like a bookstore slash kind of tavern inn where a lot of people can come drink coffee, read books. There's half library, half bookstore. Really just
Nice.
a blend of one too many ideas in one place, but they're doing their best to make it work.
Oh god.
Right, Serpent's Rest. This should hopefully do the trick.
Maybe. Ali's just thinking, they've
After
had
you.
too many ideas. Which one are they, which one of their ideas is their actual best idea? Because surely in a place like this, either the books are shit or the coffee's shit.
Or both.
Or both.
Right, after
and
you,
it's just the
Ali.
money. Thanks.
Leo just starts drifting into the bookstore. Not flying or anything, just
getting
autopilot.
distracted, wandering away. I can try to help you, or we can ask a person.
Are there signs up in the bookstore section?
Is this a modern bookstore?
No.
it's a Borders.
I'll just go up to the desk and see if there's someone there. If there's not, I'll ring whatever
There's a
little
half-elven
bells there.
gentleman. short crop of black
Hell yeah.
hair. Sees you walk. How can I help you?
Hi, might be a bit tricky. I'm looking for any books on learning Druidic.
The
language,
most
not
popular
the art.
language here. Even the School of Magic isn't that popular here. What level are you at Druidic? Are you introductory? Or?
Yeah. Zero,
Yeah,
zilch, nada.
Okay. I don't know if
I know
have much in
hello,
that way.
but only if I read it.
Druids by nature are very secretive with their language.
Of course. Shit, I didn't think of that.
Let me have a look.
It's like the Forest
Thank you.
Thieves can't.
Can I go to like through a few stacks of books? They're at the back. They come back with like a thinner, like not by any means like natural. Like it doesn't strike book in your mind. It's like two slates of like stone that everything is kind of like pressed between. It's very like vegan bookwork. No leather.
Why is my book crunchy?
It's a lot of stone slates. I have these. The simple Druidic, I'm told, but nothing quite on learning Druidic. Probably need a Druid for that.
Okay. All right. Can you recommend any teachers that you may know?
I just look at Allie like,
I don't know any Druids, unfortunately. They're not very popular
Please.
in Mantarthia. Try Yundav.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
There's
It's
lots of
worth a
Druids
shot.
there.
I use the
Yeah, I
the
know.
message ring and I say, why not just ask Lord Tavis? Because it's a silent thing, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whisper turns
Yeah.
into telepathy.
Yep. All right. Well, how much for the slate?
2 silver.
Message ignored. Contemplative.
Well, no, because AJ doesn't know haggling. Ellie knows haggling. We've been told to haggle in this city. Is there any signs up that say no haggling in this in the shop?
No.
You never know. You see it
I know.
sometimes.
I think it's funny.
It's the shops in
Such
Bali.
an Octalian.
Fixed price only.
You can always ask the DM if Allie would know if she should try to barter here.
Yeah. Yeah. It always just feels like a gimme. Does Ellie think she can barter here?
Give me an intelligence check.
5 minus 5 plus 1? 6. Let's go.
So based
Oh
on
no,
what
it's minus
you've
1.
in the past gotten supplies for your siblings when they're learning stuff like books and the like, 2 silver, that seems good to Ali. Like that's like,
Yeah.
You don't think you're being gouged. Like
All
also I
right.
would say in Bellerin haggling is a bit gauche because you don't have the money to pay for it then.
Yeah.
In Bellerin,
Yeah.
the culture is lavish spending, not lavish saving.
Yeah, true.
So, like, poor people
They're good with
haggle.
money just because they have a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. All right, cool. Yeah, Ali just hands over the 2 silver. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. If I can help you with anything else, please, yeah, just come back.
Will do. I'll just call them Druidic slates, I guess.
Yeah, you can put down Druidic slates.
Nice.
So you do know a druid, I say as we like walk out of the store.
Yeah, I know. But the druid I know might be too busy to teach me.
True.
Hmm.
Or they could point you in a direction.
That is what I was going to say.
Also true. Also
You
true.
know 2 druids.
Could be.
It's true, but one's
Yeah.
far away.
Who's the second?
Jessa.
Does
Am I
it?
stupid?
The pretty
yeah, I'm
blonde with a
stupid.
staff that talks.
The one who I almost killed the tree.
Jessa, yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention, probably any of the witches of the woe that we've met would probably be able to teach you druidic.
They're
Like-
also
Yeah, but
very
they're
far
far
away.
away.
Jessa's underlings.
Yeah.
I wonder if any of Jess's underlings are at the estate.
Maybe.
Good bad.
You gotta ask
Could
these
ask.
questions. They've got over 100 staff. There's an entire staff building.
Yeah.
We have the resources. We should use them.
You guys
have
are
the
an
resources, we
extremely
just don't have the
powerful and
time.
resourceful patron.
Yet.
And
So,
look, Ali's got her slates, all right?
I'd love to take a
yeah.
peek at the alternate reality version of this game where we went with Eggy.
It's chaotic. It's so chaotic.
Oh god, it'll be chaotic.
Be
Ria, can you
wild.
give me a perception check?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Ali's turned pink for some reason and it's just
20!
Yep.
Perception. What's my modifier for being perceptive?
No,
22!
great.
22, no,
Oh.
20. As you're doing a bit of shopping, you see kind of just strewn around the streets, kind of walking to and fro, a pink-skinned tiefling, and it clicks that that individual was in your dream the previous night. And you recognize it as the individual from the Initium.
Do I see
Who's-
that they see me see them?
They don't see, no, they're, it looks like they've got a couple of books, little satchel on the side. They're just heading somewhere.
take him down.
I go, oh, and then I just walk away. Like I don't say anything to the rest of the party. I just go, oh, like very much like one track mind, and I like pop up beside him. Like, no.
Oh. Good morning. Evening.
Evening. Yes, we met the other day.
We did. I'm Gilius. I work in the Initium.
I didn't ask your name.
Very few people do.
Well, I thought it would be rude.
No.
Can
Can I
I
help
Can I
you?
help you? You've got a lot of books. Oh, I just
No.
want to talk if that's okay.
Can we walk and talk? I'm on the way to practice.
Sure. I wave at my friends.
Ali on the message ring. Where'd you go?
I'm like, he was in my dreams.
She is with the Gilius that we met at the Initium.
Yeah, he was in her dreams.
Strange, but
I
I
didn't
suppose
like
that's
indicate that you
up-
guys shouldn't come or should come. I just waved. So it's up to
Oh,
you.
I'm Emily knows though. She's like, yeah,
Okay,
I know
cool.
this guy.
I'm like,
Leo's
these are my
commandeered
friends.
a- Leo's
Yes.
commandeered like one of the aisles of the bookstore, and he's just surrounded in books.
Yeah, we've lost Leah.
Ali will stay with Leo.
Gilius, good to see you again.
Hello.
I'm sorry. We thought when we were coming into the initiative the other day that Wooden would be there, so we were trying to be not suspicious. So we came in separately.
The Initium is not very popular.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, I do need to walk and talk. So let's
Yes.
kind of look this way. So, how's Karakin treating you?
It's a lot. It's expensive.
If you don't know where to look,
Do you go through people's dreams? Oh.
So, I beg your what?
Do you go through people's dreams?
I don't know what you mean.
You were in my dream last night, and I forgot, and then I remembered when I saw you in the street. I didn't know if you remembered.
What sort of dream was it?
You knocked on the door to my granny's house. And I opened it, and I invited you in, and you said no, you needed to go, and I told you to be safe. Because the wood can be scary, especially at night. Especially recently.
Huh.
You looked confused. Like you
That's
didn't think
usually
you'd
my
end
face,
up there.
yes.
Confused as to how you got there or why you were there.
Yes, usually.
So you do remember.
Not quite.
Hmm.
Have you dreamt of me before?
Not that I know of.
Oh, one
But
second,
people
guys.
don't always remember their dreams. Rest in pieces.
Bye, Gilius. That was fun.
Bye, Gilius.
My goodness.
So Leo, what's this book about?
It's game theory. We've got cards night, and I'm trying to figure
It's
out.
a theory. A game
Oh,
theory.
God damn it!
Dun-dun.
Yeah, but why did it have that weird music sting when you opened it? Is that or a program delusion or something?
Yeah, something to that effect. No, don't touch that when I need that page. No, I'm trying to
Ali's
understand.
just sitting there opening and shutting a book, going banana, banana.
Stop!
Alice has to be an
Trying to figure out
kid.
what?
No, there's about 8 or 9 popular card games of different eras, and I'm trying to understand all the rules of all of them.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
much for gambling myself. I
Mm.
prefer calculated risks.
Sorry, guys.
But-
Cat decided to fling himself at the door.
Ah, fair enough.
Valid. Yep. Told you shouldn't have gotten that catapult.
Okay, I don't know what the last thing I said was. have
So
you
you
dreamt
do
of me
remember? Yeah. Mhm. Oh yeah. And I said, not that I know of, but I don't always remember my dreams. I didn't even remember the one from last night. I just kind of remembered that I had a dream about somebody, and then I saw you in the street, and it clicked. And boop.
Curious. I don't know much, but I had a similar dream.
Really?
Yes.
What was your dream?
She kind of goes like he's already a very warm pink, so it goes very red on his cheeks when he blushes. There was a few things that happened.
Sorry, I'm not trying to pry.
No,
I'm not great with people. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I'm sorry.
No,
I look over at Emily. Did I put him on the spot?
I just wasn't quite expecting to be discussing my dreams like this. That's all right.
Is discussing your dreams a weird point of topic?
It can be.
For me,
Oh. Sorry. I didn't mean to pry.
they're not like weird bad, but just me and dreams are always kind of weird.
How come?
Um,
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
give me a persuasion check.
Okay. $26.
26.
Charisma casters.
Um, so I'm very sensitive to dreams.
Oh. That sounds interesting.
It's a bit more inconvenient than interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, so I imagine if you're on a character, I doubt you don't know, but as they exist, all dreams take place in one singular place, and I wonder.
Did I know about that?
Yeah, you know about the realms of existence. It's
Okay.
common knowledge, and you were taught very apt magic, so
I figured I would, but I wanted to double check.
so
You're like a dreamwalker.
on the button, yes. But I'm not very good at controlling it.
Interesting.
It sounds like an adventure every night.
One
Which
that
I guess
you
could be very
possibly die
exhausting.
from. Run
Oh.
into a nightmare creature
does-
of the nightmare courts, and boom, gone. Body's gone. Taken.
Well, if you visit again, Granny's house is safe.
It doesn't really work that way.
Oh. How does it work?
Wouldn't I love to know?
Well, you know how it doesn't work.
when nightmare creatures can be anywhere, that in Zarthel, it's everything kind of gets made up by our subconscious mind. The terrain around us isn't so much. It's all made by ourselves, and it's if you hear of a lot of people dying in their sleeps. It's usually because they were in Zarthel and got caught.
I thought our dreams had like a protective bubble around them, usually.
For most people, they do. Some people are a bit more susceptible to the nightmare creatures. I don't get a bubble.
You just don't get one?
I
At
don't
all?
get one. I just wonder.
Can you make a bubble?
I can't. That's why I wonder. Most people, when we sleep, we make a bubble. I do not.
Oh, I didn't know if we made the bubble, if the bubble just came
most
as
of
like
it's
a part of like...
bubbles is, it's your own subconscious, protecting, keeping yourself contained. I don't.
So
really
my
know
bubble
it.
couldn't protect you.
No, in fact, there's some theory that me going into your bubble unprotects you. So I apologize.
It's not like you did it on purpose. It's not your fault.
It's him. It's a learning process. But if I get better at magic, perhaps I can control it better.
That'd be really cool.
Have you? Do you know of any people that specialize in dream magics?
I have a few people who are looking into it for me and working with me. Various people. Some see it as a gift. Some don't.
I think any
Right.
gift could also be a curse, depending on your perspective. It's up to you.
Indeed. We know
Um,
quite a few talented
At this point,
mages of sorts.
Gilius just collapses.
Can I like try to catch him?
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm so bad. I'm not good at those.
You'll have to
I'm
roll
gonna try.
17 or higher.
Okay. What's my modifier? 15.
No, Gilius eats cobble, just smack books
Could I, like,
everywhere.
Oh god. Oh god. I go. Oh god. Oh no. And I like roll him over.
His just
is he,
nose
like-
is like
Yeah.
clicked off that way. There's blood just pouring down his
Oh.
face now.
Shit.
He's
Oh
out.
no, it's okay. It's like I can fix this, and I do my fucking my free healing word, kind of fix his nose, his face, and stuff.
Okay. Healing word doesn't fix bones or reset anything like that.
I fixed a nose before.
Have you?
I don't know. I've done a lot of miscellaneous
Roll
healing
me a
things for
medicine
people
check.
in the world. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
Resetting
do it.
the
It's
nose
gonna
and
work.
then healing it would help, but healing over the break.
That's
would
what I
just-
want to do. That's what I want to do. I didn't think about that part. So the roll was good. What's
The
my
roll is
medicine
good.
check?
Are you proficient
Yeah,
in
Right?
medicine?
I think so. No, I'm not.
Okay, that changes things.
I'm I'm not proficient. But I did roll a 19 plus 2 for a 21.
Yeah, you're like,
Let's
okay,
go.
this looks like it used to be.
Yeah.
It's close
I,
enough.
I fix it and then I hold it in place while I heal it, just so it can't like peek, you know.
Kinda,
The
his
healing
eyes
word is just
slow
stay.
back open as you're there holding his nose, kind of just bent down on top of him in the streets, and he goes,
Yeah.
and he
Oh,
just
hi.
goes red.
He what?
He just goes red. Like full
His
face
nose
now,
does or
just
his
blush.
eyes?
No, like
Oh.
his full face.
It just like leaning over. It's like, hi, you broke your nose. I fixed it.
He
And I, like,
reaches in
scramble
with
back.
that little looking glass. Okay. Good. So it's just rubbing his face. Grabs a water skin.
I give him a
pours it over
tissue
his
for.
entire face and just starts checking his teeth. All right.
You
I'm sorry.
alright?
I'm not very dexy. I didn't catch you. I tried.
It's all right. Yeah.
Oh, and I
He's
go
just
and start
gathering
picking
his
up the books.
It's all right. I've been a little under the weather.
Painting on the street isn't a little under the weather. No. No. That could be serious.
It's. I don't sleep very well, and so I'm tired and ill.
You don't rest when you wander, do you?
Physically, yes. Mentally, no. It's very good when I can get a lot of stuff done. I'm very mentally conscious.
Have you tried meditation? Something just to help your mind go whoop for a while?
I don't think I have much elven blood in me, but no, it doesn't work for me.
That's fair. I mean, I don't either. But
Just
the presence.
Was I out for
like,
long?
Trying to...
Doesn't look long.
Oh,
No.
Maybe a minute or two.
All right. I've lost my thought. What were you talking about before I fainted?
Dreams?
Any specific part? I can't. I know that, but I just don't remember where we were.
To be honest, when you faded, my mind kind of went so I don't really know either.
My wand.
I start looking around
Yeah.
for a wand.
Give me an investigation check.
Both of us, or
Yeah.
no? Count me out of this one. It's 6.
13.
13. So as you kind of scramble around the street, you and Gileas reach for it at the same time, and he kind of pulls back, and he's like, "Oh, sorry."
I found it.
Thank you. And he takes it up and puts it back in his lapel. And I've made a show of myself.
Well, you can't really help fainting on the street.
Yeah. I owe you a drink sometime for fixing my nose.
I think it would be something anyone should do, but I'd love to get to talk more about stuff.
Yeah.
If you're surrounded yourself by people who wouldn't fix your nose if you broke it, then I don't think you have great friends.
I don't really have friends.
Would you have one?
Again,
We could be
in
friends.
theory, yes. I'm very busy. I don't think I'd make a very good friend.
We're also very, very busy.
All right then. Friends it is.
Nice.
As you kind
Are
of get
you
to like
sure
this
you're-
large kind of spire building after walking again. Unfortunately, this is me.
Are you sure you're gonna be okay?
It's my mentors inside. They'll be there.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too.
Good day.
Goes inside.
We were like walking away. I go, Emmeline.
Yes.
I like going from like happy, excited to like very serious. Papa knows about him.
Ria did mention that to us, right? Because Emmeline mentioned about like his name was Gilius. No, because Ria mentioned something because Emmeline was like his name's Gilius. Wink, wink, nudge,
No, Rhea
nudge.
came out from talking to
After-
Papa Morelli and said, "Do you guys know Aegilius?" But she didn't say
That-
Papa
yeah,
Morelli
okay, yeah.
talked about
It
it.
was like
She didn't say
beforehand.
right. She
It was
just mentioned.
Yeah,
disjointed
you
from
don't-
anything
you don't-
Papa
Do you know
Morelli
it?
related.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do you know Gilius?
Yeah. I'm just saying, Papa knows about him.
Right.
Papa knows Aegilius. He doesn't know if it's Aegilius.
So how
Yeah.
does Paparelli know
My
him?
notes, my letters, from later. Time is weird.
Right.
He asked me if I had met him yet. Met Gilius yet. I said no.
Right. And it is this Gilius, do you think? I mean, it seems
know.
very likely from what we've seen, but
I mean, it's
Has
pretty
he said-
coincidental that it would be like, hey, have you met Gilius? And then we meet a Gilius within like the week.
he didn't say anything about the Gilius in particular. Any features or qualities that he has?
No, that he was his favorite. He was not going to be specific enough like that because that kind of breaks the rules.
Sorry, his favorite, just the person that we know, or
Probably from
The
my
favorite of-
adventures.
that's a little bit of a harsh blow, but
I'm sorry.
it's alright. I'll recover from that.
Ellie just dies
I mean-
somewhere and doesn't know why.
So depending on what your actions are, you could change. I mean, I guess it doesn't necessarily mean this timeline.
I suppose it could
You
make.
can always win a
Emmeline-
favor. Give him a little pat on the shoulder.
Favorite in one timeline at least.
It's true.
But it is curious then that this Gilius is obviously someone more important. The two of you seem to get on well.
Looks like he needs a friend.
Hmm.
Yep, blushing a lot. All I do is fix his nose.
That he did.
Remember, if you stay
Strange,
thinking
though.
it'll get pink.
True. Interesting man, though.
Mm.
Strange, but interesting. But, curious. Hopefully, we'll meet him again.
Well, we're friends now, so it's more likely. Now I know his name. Like, I actually know
Sure.
his name. I knew
And
he said
you know
so,
where
but
to
I didn't
find
really, didn't really click together before.
But also, you know where to find him as well.
True.
Besides, I'm sure we can find people that are somewhat well versed in dream magics, or magics related to dreams.
And with the resources we have, we should be able to help him.
Exactly. I'm sure we can do something.
I'd like to. To be
Well,
suddenly fainting on the ground while you're just walking down the street is scary.
that is not so good. And especially if, I will admit, if Paparelli did mention him specifically by name, then that is interesting. Very much of note.
Only I write about him later, so.
Rhea, you get this like thought.
Curious.
Should I write about him? If I don't write about him, is this going to make stuff weird? Should I write that I've met Gilius? You're like, wait, how does this work? And your brain gets a bit sore.
Yeah, I kind of like, my eyes cross a little bit as it goes, time paradox, time paradox, time paradox.
Let's bootstrap this bitch.
And eventually just go, fuck it, I'll write about it.
Better safe than sorry.
Exactly.
At this point,
As we're... Go ahead.
Emmeline, Rhea, Ali, you all hear in your mind a message from Lady Tavis. I'm waiting at the estate for whenever you're ready to leave. But preferably soon. We do have an appointment.
Message
there
earring
soon.
Leo. You should probably go get ready for cards tonight. We're gonna go to the spa. Bye.
As you get that message from Rhea, Ali goes, "You should probably go get ready for cards night." Okay, bye.
Emily also caused no, I'm sorry.
We were sitting there discussing different types of cards, and you're muted, Nate.
Relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leo's gonna get up. Oh shit! Is that already?
Yeah.
Right.
Race you?
All the books on card, card game rules and statistical theory. Oh, fuck it. Yes, I'll race you. Let's go.
This place had exactly
Let's
0
go.
books on that.
What the
Perfect.
fuck were you reading?
A lot of books that were about
interesting. He
stories where
hopes-
cards took place, but it was only as a backdrop.
Yeah.
Leo's just sitting in the corner hallucinating vividly.
One of them was a romance
Cracked
book
out of his
between
mind.
like a crime lord, but it takes place in a casino, so you know.
Yep. He's just staring at the dogs playing poker painting. That's it.
So, you're all about, I'd say, since you're not browsing for stores, you're about 30 minutes away from the estate, so everyone kind of grabs their stuff and books it towards the estate.
How quickly can we make it if we do run on the way?
I'd say about
Yes,
20
people.
minutes.
Got it. Let's do.
But
Dun 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 dun.
He turned into a fox. I go on Jumbly's shoulder. I go, yeah.
an arrow goes through
Someone
Rhea,
thinks
someone
a
just found
familiar
dinner in
has
the city.
escaped.
Ah, fox, fresh. So, as you all make your way to the estate, Emmeline, Rhea, Ali, you see Lady Tavis is just kind of sitting there. She's got like this large fur coat on. She's just sitting by the fire inside the main part of the estate when you guys get there. Beside her is Lo and Salia and Jessa.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
It's fine.
Sorry, that was good fun. That was a good run.
I'll be ready.
I'm just gonna go dump my stuff, and then I'll be ready.
All right.
Nice
Ellie
to see
goes
you
in
again, Jessa.
pajamas and
Hello, darling.
oh, Jessa.
I promise I haven't given anyone my blood.
What an odd thing to
That was
open
like the last
with.
conversation they had.
It was.
Yeah.
I like Ali's just there, just being like, "There's a druid here." Fuck.
Oh well, it's 2 silver.
So, as you drop your stuff off, everyone gathers back around Lady Tavis. As she kind of, once everyone's there, she just stands up in front of the fire, turns and pulls out a wand, one flick of it, and just fire up in front of everyone for a second, dissipates. And you're in this beautiful, beautiful place.
Ooh.
There's marbling. It's one second, let me this. So pretty much at the center of Karrakin. It might have actually been cheaper for you to go actually to there rather than here first, but it's vaulted ceilings, all with illusionary constellations on top of them. There's waterfalls that go into marble pools all around that just are all various temperatures. There's many different areas, and you see Lady Tavis just walks up to an attendant and just gives a small little like ivory like placard of sorts to them, and she turns to you and goes, "All right, we have a private area for ourselves if we would like."
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
And you get guided through this, and it is just beautiful. You get through and you get brought into this large kind of bathhouse area. There's a couple like closed glass chambers for steam rooms, and in the center there's just one large kind of wading pool that's just, there's a calm mist over of just steam. There's very strong lavender smell, and Lady Tavis, Lo, Jessa all just get into the main pool straight away, get ready and head in. This is definitely something they've done before, maybe in other places, but they seem excited for this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I follow suit with him. Like,
Yeah.
this
Oh,
is so
absolutely.
nice. It's like a sink down, like all the way to like your chin on the word, like.
Ellie slips in, and it's like, as she's walking into the water, it's like the water does not disturb at all. It's almost like the water is just embracing the fact that she's there. Just like,
Is nice.
Thank you for the
Oh.
invitation.
You're very welcome.
didn't even.
We've done a few of these retreats every now and then, but I haven't had a chance to try the Azure Veil, and I wanted to. So, a little treat for everyone.
I didn't
I
even
don't
realize
wanna
those
leave.
muscles were sore. Oh,
It is
How did things
living up
go?
to the
So how did things go after our group left? Is everything okay?
We took samples. We put out the fire.
good.
And well,
Thank you.
that's all we can really do for now. As you're saying that, Jessica kind of is like just cleaning under her nails, just sitting on the edge of the water. I suppose that's a new job for me then, isn't it?
Please be careful.
Can you
I'll be
also
fine.
go freely to the to the roots.
I've been taught.
That's
Do you think we'll end up there again?
Undoubtedly, the next time you pass through an archway, you'll be there.
Well, I mean, realize we're there.
Probably not. Unless you have reason to. Or unless we have reason to need you in there.
We don't know how we were aware that we were there in the first place.
Bad luck.
I think it's more that we
Trauma.
just didn't forget.
Yeah, but the fact that it happened at all, you know?
Well, you're always going to think you're conscious when you're in there. But when you leave,
Yeah,
it'll
we're always
immediately
going to realize it's just
fade.
Mm-hmm.
no need to expend any of our energy when we're in there normally. That's why we don't notice
Normally it's,
missing, spells or
15-second walk at most on the other side.
yeah.
We definitely walked for a good 30 minutes before we came across the dragon. Maybe it kind of pales a little bit.
As you're saying that, Lo's kind of just leaning back. She just leans up. She goes, "You're shit at relaxing. You know that?"
I
Yeah.
just wanted to... No one had told me what happened after. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Can we get
it's
some
called
drinks
trauma.
in here?
Emily's just lying back, just.
She-
just like-
And
She's
Lo's-
just floating on the top of the water.
Lo is the worst person. She just starts snapping her fingers above her head.
Oh god, no.
Oh, as someone who's worked in the service industry, that is awful.
I don't care. They're paid to do it. As that person comes with trays of wine.
Fucking low. Oh.
So you're like, I will break you physically. Don't worry about their emotions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Happy topics. How are things? Are we... I made a new friend today.
You did? Who? Actually, why am I surprised? You always make new friends.
Yes,
But
that
who?
is quite a normal.
I don't... They just like talking. I'm really bad at it, but it's kind of fun. You know? I didn't get to meet a whole lot of people when I was growing up, so there's people all over the place here.
It's okay. Like, hey, it's great. I love the fact that you can make friends in such a
too.
cruel and unforgiving world. But who?
His name is Gilius. He was at the tavern. The
The initiate.
Initian. I wanted to call it the
What, the
Iridium. I was
pink
like, that's
guy?
not right. Yeah.
He's really
Apparently
cool.
he's a dream walker, and I saw him and I remembered that he was in my dream last night. So I went and I asked him if he does that a lot, and apparently he does. And then
Wait,
he
he was
fainted.
the guy?
Yeah.
Whoa.
He fainted and broke his nose, so I fixed it for him.
Ellie literally stifles like a chuckle.
Yeah, I didn't.
Just
I,
like-
didn't I tried to catch him. I didn't catch him, and he went right.
Lady Tavis kind of chimes up. Dreamwalker.
Mm-hmm.
That's dangerous.
I don't
Yeah,
know what that is.
that's what
but
he
it
was
sounds
saying.
bad.
Well, when you dream, there's like a bubble around you that protects you from the rest of the realm. He said that when he was born without a bubble, so he wanders.
Oh no, no bubble.
No bubble.
Oh.
He's trying to learn to control it, but he doesn't really know how. Apparently, there's a few people that study dream magic in the city. Do you think we
There's
could help
very
him?
few. Lady Tavis is still just talking. It's
Yeah.
not a popular school at all.
Do we know anyone?
Not in our employ. It's not super beneficial to us.
Hmm.
Fair enough.
It's not a school I've ever been interested in.
Definitely seems dangerous.
It's very dangerous. I can tell you that. I've known a few people who've died to trying doing it.
Apparently, he doesn't really have an option.
Most dreamwalkers that I've known of did it on purpose. The fact that someone's doing it subconsciously, that's... She looks around. There's no stuff. Like, that's a little fucked. Which is the first time you've heard Lady Tavis swear.
Yeah. Like, I agree. Apparently, his
Which-
mind isn't able to rest, which is why he passed out.
As you're saying this, Lo is like submarining her way to you, just like the wine glasses above the water. And she kind of pops up. So you're saying you met the boy of your dreams?
I don't know if I'd go that far. He was definitely in there, but
Oh,
they didn't
he was,
stay.
was he?
Well, yeah, I was.
Because rumor
when I
has
was
it you've
dreaming, I
been
was-
speaking to a starless boy. Tell me, is it as long as they are tall?
Is what?
That would be impractical.
She goes
Yeah,
over
like
to-
genuinely confused.
She looks
Send
over to
us 7
Sally
inches
and
more.
Sally goes, "See, now you owe me 5 gold."
I think I've missed
I
something.
thought she was of the
This-
woods, you know, of nature. Nature calls.
Oh no, I didn't know any of that. I've only been on like
What other
2
purpose
dates.
is there? Lo just kind of nestles in beside you.
Company?
Yeah, that's valid.
They're good for one thing.
They.
Many types of company.
Men.
Oh. I don't know. I like Leo a lot, and you.
You like Leo?
I
don't think Leo's-
Yes.
going.
No,
I
not
don't
like
think
that.
Leo's- And who?
You.
Yeah, agreed.
Mm.
He's like a brother. I never had any siblings growing up.
Yeah, I think he's more aware of it in theory than, practicality.
I
This is
doubt he has
entertaining
any
to listen to.
interest. And anytime
Yeah.
Aurelian's ever brought anything like that up, he goes, "No thanks, I have scrolls and magic and stuff." So
Yeah.
Well, yes. Everyone's just thinking about herself. Oh, in the case of Aurelian, there was one case. Well, I wouldn't be too sure about that for Aurelian, just to say.
No, I'm saying all of the jokes that Aurelian tried to make at Leo, and Leo was always just like, "No, I have scrolls and magic and stuff."
All right.
Mm.
I was
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
on the boat when that happened. I was there, not there, but like.
Lo
ooh.
kind of just leans, do tell.
Oh well, we had to take a separate ship when we were running away from the Stelis when we were trying to get. Anyways, we were on a boat, and the captain was this really cool pirate lady. And she had a whole bunch of tattoos and stuff, and Aurelian was really interested in her tattoos, and she was like, "No, but he can come warm my bed," and so he went and did apparently.
It's from
Oh,
the
you're
sounds
just
of
straight up
things,
telling. Fair
I-
enough.
I don't think he got much sleep that night.
No, he looked like a mess in the morning.
Yes.
His cloak was really gross. Hmm. I don't really want to know what happened, to be honest.
Kind of do, but in the same sense, it's more like wanting to know when you're seeing 2 wagons just crash into each other.
Morbid curiosity, yeah.
You could always ask him about it.
No, I'll just read one of his books if I want tacky porn.
Is that what he writes about? I've never read any of his books.
Not from experience.
But it is definitely in there in some of them, yes.
Mm.
You should see
I accidentally
Lady
bought some of
Tavis is
those
just
books
there, like,
recently.
She's just rubbing her eyes. Lo, I said, have fun. She's not like
Hey, Jessa,
Ali, darling, yes.
is there anyone... I understand that you will be busy with, the new job and stuff, but I recently learned that my glaive speaks Druidic. I was wondering if you could point me in the direction of anyone who could teach me, because I know how to say hello thanks to Yan, and that's it.
Sure, darling, I can find someone. I've got a few peons under me that could do it.
Thank you.
Not the peons.
Not the plebs.
A lot of apprentices eager to prove themselves.
Okay. Thank
Do
you.
you have
That would be
preference?
great. I mean, someone good who's not gonna flake out.
Patient.
You know.
Sorry, I'm not good with this. I thought this was a lean on from Lowe's conversation. Glaive and Druidic's not a euphemism. Is it?
No, it's not the euphemism.
No, this is not.
No.
That would be humorous though if it was.
Her dad
No.
has a magic glaive and it has a consciousness in it.
That
Jesse
is
just thinks
leading-
she's very funny.
And it has its own consciousness. And before he got to sleep, and now we're trying to fix his brain, he put the glaive to sleep, and Allie was
The
trying
weapon.
to talk
No, that sounds like a euphemism
weapon.
too. Fuck.
to it.
Ah. The long staff with the blade on the end. No, fuck. Ah.
If you want to learn Druidic, some of my apprentices, all of them speak it. It's very complicated.
I would like to try learn when I have time.
Yeah, I'll find out which one was the best teacher, I guess, darling.
Thank you.
Can we get some
Happens
food?
down your-
And she kind of just talks towards Lo, and she goes, "Oh, on it," and she's.
It's like every single finger snap or clap is just a spike of just rudeness going
They don't respond
straight
to
into
low
Ellie's
whistles.
brain. Oh, low. That's what the bells are for.
Fuck the bells! I'm in the water.
The bells
So
are
does it
floating
have-
above the water.
How have things been? It's been a while since we've seen you.
Things are always a bit busy and chaotic, but good. We're
Did you notice the change in the woad?
I did. I know what it's about.
What happened?
Apparently, the witches convened and lifted some of the seals on the woad's more aggressive side based on a traumatic incident that happened. Apparently, one of the witches got killed, so I believe you know about that. But the witches convened
Yeah.
and had a vote, and basically, long ago, just before the 300-year war, there was a bunch of things made to make the woad a little bit more docile. And the witches on the turret side believed that it was too much, that the woad was no longer able to aptly defend itself. So now it's a bit more feral.
We could definitely tell that when we were leaving.
But-
You got
Once-
one of those eye sucker things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Leo, darling, did you get better relationship with the woad at all? Did you go and make friends? Oh,
Wait,
Leo's
did
not
Leo
here.
come with us?
No, Leo's not there.
But yeah, so I had to take it out.
The eye or the eyes?
Oop.
Yeah,
The
that-
bug.
The bug.
I can
That
give
was
you a remedy
gross.
for that next time you're going to the woad.
Oh, that'd be great. Thanks.
Little cold compress. It's a herbal compress over the eyes. Fixes it.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that at the time, so I had to
Yeah, the old-fashioned way.
that's the only way I knew.
Many an eye lost to learning that.
Well, you didn't lose any, so it's okay.
And if he loses any more bits, he won't last very long.
It's true.
You see, Jessica kind of turns to Lady Tavis. Are we going to give him that back, or are we just poking fun at the cripple? Like, what's going on here? Why haven't we restored it? And you see Lady Tavis goes, I suppose that's a way to put it. No, it's... Regenerate is an expensive spell. And other than you and Lord Tavis, no one can do it. To my knowledge, it happened
Wait,
after
Jessica
you were
do it?
there.
This is strong.
Lord
think-
Tavis is saving it for a, a learning experience. He touched an
I
ember
think
rift.
it's a lesson.
The oven's always hot.
This is a good lesson for him to learn.
I could
Good one
I
for all of
can
us.
give him a
honestly.
hand. And loud, you just see bubbles from her chuckling in the water just start rising.
Hello.
She's such a fucking creature.
She's something for sure.
Yeah. Mm. How much money do we think Leo and Aurelian have lost already?
A lot.
Enough.
You reckon they've wagered kidneys yet?
Organs would be a bit weird to remove, and I don't think that Aurelian's dead has any desire for them.
I don't know, there's a lot of protein in
True.
liver.
That's true. I don't think he'd go that far, do you? I mean,
No.
he's got his
And
whole
they
chicken
can
and
grow
rice
back
thing.
too.
Parts of them can grow back, not the whole thing.
Oh, shit. I told someone the wrong thing.
You see,
Whoopsie.
Lo kind of just rises from the water. We are just failing the Bechdel test, women. Please.
The what? The what?
That's a meta meme. We're just...
Yeah.
That is so meta.
Well, also failing the test of talking about work too much. Yeah, but you know, that is.
You've
something
also been
else.
quite silent the whole time.
I'm enjoying relaxing here with a nice glass of wine and not talking about anything too serious.
Well, then let's talk
Sally
about
is like
something
four
unserious.
Four drinks deep.
Salia kind of just... you see, she's just got like a tray of pastries behind her now. She's just like picking up one by one.
How come she's the only one that got the food?
They're mine. I brought
It's
them.
Salia. Don't ask questions.
She's just got a hamper of food.
So how are the sorry. How's Keratin going?
It's big.
We definitely
Too many mages.
spent too much money on potions.
Yeah.
If you got scammed, I'm not reimbursing you.
It
No, I
wasn't a
wouldn't-
scam.
It was
We
within
paid-
reasonable prices, but we found more later. We go better.
Yeah.
All right. I will
We
hit you with a
discovered that we
stupidity
didn't-
fee if you start wasting money.
It's not. It is not wasting money. We paid market price for some potions that we later found at a different place for a better deal.
They were good quality though, so
Yeah.
you know that they go
It's
into work
literally not
perfectly.
a waste of money, especially if they keep us alive. It's not a waste.
All right, market rate is fine. Don't pay above.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Emily's got a duel coming up.
Yes, I do.
I was told not to talk about work, and that's like the only thing that's happened, not about work.
I mean, that is
Yeah, there
also
was
a
that-
more serious topic as well, but
It
There's
did.
that prescient
You
elf,
didn't
wasn't
seem
it? The
super serious
friend
at the
of
moment.
yours.
You just looked excited and bloodthirsty.
Yeah, she
I
did.
suppose that is true.
It
But
was
yes, no,
scary,
there is
she
a
was
duel
feral.
coming up.
What?
So where's your old
what are
friend
the
from?
terms?
It is an old colleague of mine has the matching dagger to my rapier.
That's not the
We felt,
euphemism, low.
Or it could be, I don't know, knock yourself out if you want to. No, it was the matching dagger, the matching part of the set. And we both felt a compulsion and a voice in our heads urging us to duel each other for possession and ownership of the weapons. So we decided to duel over it.
That part I didn't know about. You didn't really explain that.
Yeah.
You just said they was talking to you. So both of you heard the same thing. So the weapon doesn't care who has it. It just wants to be back together.
Perhaps, but I think it does care who has it. It is whoever is worthy enough to win.
Interesting.
Mm.
You going to cheat?
No, I don't need to.
There she is.
As you're saying, this low kind of swims over. She's just like bouncing around the waiting pool.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
just swimming around, just a menace. Absolute
If you want, we
menace.
can just like cripple her.
She's the DVD fucking
Cripple her family.
screensaver.
Like in worst case scenario.
I appreciate the gesture, no, but I do not think that will be necessary. But that is nice of
Come
you.
on, we'd
to
start a
offer.
war for you. Why not?
Too kind. But no. Well, I mean, look, that depends if I lose or not. In that case, that I might be hell-bent for vengeance.
What is it? Who is this woman? Tell me a little bit about her. Give me something.
Her name is Nernel. She is someone that I trained with for some time.
Human, half elf, elf. Give me
Oh,
something.
elf. Prescient elf.
Essie.
Oh, I was planning on starting a war up near Mount Ondi.
Yes, I remember.
Why?
I was there. We spoke with the
Prophet.
ambassador.
Why do you want to start wars?
Favendel's a bit of a bitch.
True.
Anything that
Yeah,
hampers
it is.
Favendale. No, it is. Favendale is a shithole and an absolute blight on the face of Quentos.
But what if we need
Can
the
you
help
try
of
and
the
target the
prescient for
war
the
so it's not
dragon?
going to bleed up into Bellerin, please?
It'll
is
be a
in the
mountain
mountain.
war. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
But what if we need
Good.
the help of the prescient with the dragon?
The Prescient are going to win.
Prescient
They
against
want
They've
us
already
to
seen
make
it.
Resources?
Put it this way: when the Dragon King arrives, Favendale is the type of shitty place that could potentially try and offer their services if they see it as the best way out.
Oh.
Hmm.
Do not trust them to do the right thing there.
I've only heard very little about it, and it's always just, it's bad, don't ask more questions. So,
As
Remember,
you're saying,
that's
as
where the
Lo
Zoyu
is
cups
getting
were headed.
into her wine, and she goes, "Ask Carol."
does Carol know?
I mean, kind of.
Carol told me one time that he grew up a lot like me, so I thought he was from the woods.
He ended up there, and as she's saying that, you just hear Lady Tavis goes, "Ah, enough."
Ali was watching Lady Tavis during this whole bit, just being like, you gonna like reel this in or
Like I said, my bad. Ask him about it. And she resubmerges in the wine glass and makes its way throughout the waiting pool.
I apologize as well. I have a lot of bad blood with Favendale. And there's,
I mean, it seems like a place deserving of it.
yes.
May I ask, is that where you trained?
No.
Okay.
As I've mentioned before, it is just where I spent some time.
Forgive me.
Do you know if any of us have gotten any letters at the main estate recently?
Are you expecting a letter? Lady Tavis responds.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
she is.
1 second then. And you see her eyes just roll back into her head.
Mm-hmm.
Ali's just
Sorry,
like,
they're
is she
sorry.
having an episode?
Fitting all over the place. Yeah, there is a letter for you. It's in your little cubby.
Okay.
And
You
her
know,
eyes
if there's a.
flip back.
How do we go about getting letters forwarded? I think that's the word.
You want it in the Carrican estate?
I was just hoping I could read it. I invited Kyvan to the ball, and I think he was out on a job when that happened, so I didn't get a response back. So
Oh, sure. Do you want it now?
sure. I don't want to put you out or anything.
No, I don't get to stretch very often. As she kind of gets up, stretching from the water pool, and just like stretches her arms out, and then very like carefully closes one eye, turns side profile, and very slowly pulls her hand down, and you just see reality just knits, like unstitches, and a small little portal opens. She just puts her hands through and grabs a letter from the other side, and then she pulls her hand
If
back
Leo
up
ever saw
and
you do
restitches
that-
back up.
If Leo ever saw you do that, he'd have a fit.
You
Have
need two
we had
hands.
too much to drink?
Oh, shut at you.
Fucking roasted.
He couldn't.
Not when the lay of the house even does it. That's amazing. Oh, Rhea will like get up and like dry her hands off.
It's a very quickly, hastily written one. Sorry I missed you. I'd love to go. Have to head out on another job immediately. I'll see you soon, Kyvan. It's like you can see like the pen literally trails off as if he was yanked mid writing this.
Hey, he said he'll come. And she like folds it up and like sticks it with her stuff.
Excellent.
I hope he likes the bag.
He will.
Oh, I still have to make our bags.
Runes, is it?
Mm-hmm. I learned that you can stitch it into bags as well as carve it into boxes.
Many things. Most runes can be applied onto a lot of things.
The horse one is still eluding me now.
I mean, if you... morbid case, next time someone dies, if Leah's not around to gentle repose it, carve the rune into their body, it'll preserve it.
Oh.
People
Good to
turn
know.
your body into a horse?
Well, it does more than just turn them into... It does more than just summon horses, but that's one of the things it can do. Which is why I have the horse hides.
Okay.
It's about preservation, mostly.
Fair enough.
So, as you're kind of chatting, Lo kind of makes her way up and, just being the instigator that she is, turns and goes, Emmeline, 2 questions.
All right, shoot.
Question number 1, you still mad at me for revealing your family?
No. Well, a little.
Perfect.
But
Question
Inside
number
check.
2, when did you and this whole Salia thing begin?
Oh, right. That was not.
This Salia,
I was
like-
I was
Salia looks up
expecting
and
it to
she's
be
just
so
got
much
like this
more
like a large crumble. Just
pastry. I was expecting something so much more instigating than that. Right. Just before. That's not my notes. What I'm trying to remember. What mission was that before we left for?
just before you left to go to collect to Tri-Road.
Trevor, yeah, that's it. That's it. I trying to remember when, if it was that or the other one. It was just before we left on, well, to eventually venture into the world to see Gary and that whole mission.
Well,
Wait, really? I thought Lo was just starting shit.
I would never.
You haven't.
I would.
Bullshit.
No, low 100% would. That is a fair enough call. If anyone's going to instigate anything, it will be low.
I'll start a war right here, right now.
You like fighting that much?
I get a buzz out of a good argument.
I mean, get a few drinks in and you start revealing secrets, apparently.
It was hardly worthwhile. It was like, I don't even think I could get 2 copper for it in Kerrigan.
So, Lo, who are you inviting to the ball? Who is your...
I'll find someone
Partner.
there to fulfill their purpose.
So we're going to the secret auction soon, and apparently the masks are really important.
Oh, we'll have them arranged for you in the estate.
Okay, I thought so. I just wasn't sure. Sorry, we were talking about ball, and then I thought about that because I know we have fancy outfits that we need for that too.
You'll need new
Sorry,
outfits for
that
the
was
ball as
work.
well.
Yes.
Yeah. We will.
As everyone's talking, Lady Tavis goes, so, I'm curious for all of you, now that you've seen Lord Tavis and you've talked business, when we're all done everything, what do you want after this? I know Lo, Sally, and Jessa are going to be with us long term, and hopefully Emmeline, but when the world's not going to be on fire anymore, what do you want?
I have not time to stop and think.
You're stopped now.
This is a brief pause.
I've always dreamed about staying with Granny and Papa forever and becoming a Witch of the Woad too, but now that I know more about everything, I think it would make them sad to watch me grow old. So they don't
Old
really
is
know.
optional. Jessa kind of just chimes in.
True. I don't really know. I love the world, and I do want to go back, and I'd love to live there. But I would miss everybody too. I think I'm just kind of selfish. I don't think I want too much.
You're allowed to
Lady
be selfish
Tavis.
sometimes.
She kind of chimes in. You could do what Morvain does. He's a Witch of the World on an entire other planet, and he's still here.
How does that work? Doesn't his world need him?
I'm guessing
It's-
magic.
He's always able to get to it. You've all been in it before. His study,
I
We
mean,
have.
that's not
it's
on
in
this
both
plane.
places?
It's in both,
It
technically.
isn't?
That's how that works. I think
So
I
I'm
want
going
to
to
be
roll
like
for
that
Lady
then.
Tavis. I'm going to see how tipsy she's getting off this.
Come on.
You see all those?
Tipsy Tavis,
She gets
let's
like a
go.
little fun to her. You see all those unseen servants that were making everything, carrying stuff around.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's all of those are poor unfortunate souls who tried to renege on a deal with him.
Oh, got it. I think all witches
Fuck.
are just like that. Yeah.
Kind of like an
Making deals
unseen
with
servant.
witches
I
is-
can make one similar.
That's the
I look
epitome
at-
of fuck around, find out.
I look over at Allie for a second. Told you, making deals with witches is a scary business.
There's
Oh yeah, true. It was recommended I speak to Lord Tavis about that.
I would.
What do you mean? Are you gonna try to renege on
Jan
Granny's deal?
said no. Jan said just to get a second opinion.
I don't want to watch that fight. We're just
I
like
don't know if it will
imagining
be a
Lord
fight.
Tavis and Granny fighting, like an actual battle. She's just like,
I certainly do not intend to renege on the deal. It is not worth it, in my opinion. The freedom I have from, passing out every 3 days is certainly, it feels great.
I would still have
Jan was just
Morvain look at it, just so you know the inner workings, because
Don't
I don't need
disagree
to
with
tell you,
that
they're
part.
always a little fucky.
oh, always, of course.
Of course they are.
But you,
Of course they are.
I mean, actually not gonna. Like, if you want to do Witch of the Woad stuff, I'm sure we can help you in that.
I think you'd
Appreciate
make a
that.
great Witch of the World, Ria.
Thanks.
One day.
And it's always been home.
It is certainly a good goal to work towards in the future.
You care so
And-
much.
And I'd like to
Good to
patch
see.
things up as well. You can, like, our party might not. She starts thinking about a very particular bonfire that happened.
Yeah.
Ria, you feel your ankles just get grabbed and just get pulled under the water for a second by Lo. No being sad, you'll ruin the vibe.
Oh, shark attack.
Yes, watch out below.
Killing all the white
Oh,
melts
there's
over
water in my
there.
ears. You know, she's just like, oh.
Hey, what's addressing the Tavis family members? What's your opinions on Jan? Like as a person, not business related.
Sally kind of speaks up at this stage. She was like trying to hide it, but there's just like cake on the side of her face at this stage. She goes, I've known him for a very long time. He was around towards the start when we started all of this. He's very good. He's very competent.
Yeah,
think she meant personality-wise.
Oh,
Yes. You see, yes.
You see, Sally at this point turns to Jessa. Jan asked Ali to that ball, and Jessa goes, "Oh, I'm okay with it."
Rhea slinks down in the water, like, to her eyes for a second. She's like,
Emily just perks up like,
What we had was purely
Sorry?
intellectual.
Huh? Ellie is inciting the fuck out of whatever the fuck is happening right now. I'm gonna burn a fucking what do you call it?
I'm going to burn resources in order to make sure I understand what the fuck is happening here.
I'm chucking
Don't
an adept moment on this.
Wait,
insight check.
don't forget. After this, we are going to the secret auction. Same day. So.
Not the same day.
Yep.
It isn't the same day?
No.
I
Next
thought it
month.
was tonight. Oh,
next
never
month.
mind. I lied. I lied to you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's a natural 19 plus 4 for
There's
23
definitely
plus
some history
another
between Jessa and Jan.
6. Cool.
Rhea's like, oh.
It was years ago.
Okay.
Did you guys used to
How many
date?
years ago?
She's like
May I ask?
reaching like above the surface of the water just enough to talk as she sinks back down.
It was about 6 years ago, so you're fine.
Okay. Cool. Great. Yeah, we went on a date the other night. Last night.
You see Lo just eyes come off from the water. And?
He was wonderful. A perfect gentleman.
I don't think that was the answer Lo was hoping for.
He literally, like, yeah, he shifted time for me. It was kind of nuts. Only 10 minutes.
Sally
But
can
yeah,
check back in.
we saw a meteor shower.
He's very nice. Jan is a very caring man. He's a bit... I don't want to be cruel. Forgetful about things that aren't analytical.
I think that might just be a wizard thing. Leo's the same way.
He's very focused.
It's alright.
But
If he's
we've
been
all...
with the Tavises so long, how come he's just now getting the gift? Is that up to him?
Well... The Tavises as a concept. Remember... What, maybe... 12 years or so, I think is what we've been working with since I came back from meeting Lord Tavis. Maybe roughly, I can't.
Fair, yeah.
But before that, I knew Jan and Jessa, and Sally I came to at the start. There was a lot
Everything
of...
feels so permanent and long term. I know 12 years is a long time, but I mean like generational.
I came back from the Feywild with a lot of money to set up the estate and for everything for Lord Tavis. I didn't have much to my name before that. But Lord
You always seem
Tavis,
so regal.
I dress to impress.
You do a good job at it.
And dress for the job
But it's
you
not
want.
just that. It's the way you carry yourself too.
If I'm going to be
It's
the lady wife to Lord Tavis, I need to be. Also, if I want to do well in Kerrigan politics and Mantarathea politics, I need to.
Is there anything that we can do to make sure that we help and not hinder the image of the Tavises?
Don't act a fool.
Is there anything? I feel like I mess up a lot because I just don't know etiquette. I think that's the best way
That's
to put it.
fine. Don't do anything that would make us look incompetent.
That I can do.
The thing is, etiquette is teachable.
Hmm.
Being a dumb fuck is not. Excuse the language.
I don't think anyone here cares right now.
As you're talking, Sally kind of turns to Emmeline. She goes, "So let's not let Lady Tavis's question die. When it's all done and said and done for, what do you want?" And you see Lowe's eyes just turn.
That is an excellent
Everyone is
question.
just like tennis match, just like
I suppose to keep working, keep going.
You always keep everything so close to your chest, Emily. What do you want?
But I mean, that is the truth. To keep working, to keep doing what I'm doing.
It feels like you
That's
think
the-
you aren't allowed to have desires and feelings sometimes. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm actually very relaxed right now. It is quite pleasant here.
to say is.
I look around the
Is a
room. It's
loaded
just
question.
mean, right?
No,
No,
it's not
it's
just
it's yeah. We see it.
I mean, like Ali said, I mean, even I suppose it is not something that I have time to think about and stop and consider.
And what do you think about before you fall asleep?
Usually how
you.
exhausted and tired that I am, and that I pass out like that.
I don't know if I believe you. I think everybody dreams even when they're not sleeping, at least a little bit.
I'll be honest though, I don't really remember my dreams too much.
Not actual dreams.
Goals,
I
aspirations.
know what you mean. I know.
I
what
know,
you
but
mean.
you're avoiding the question like you do all the others. Why?
I suppose because my answers are very boring.
To you, maybe.
Well, I have already given it. What I intend to do after this is to keep on going.
I think Emmeline thinks she's at Gardens Night.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Lo kind of just pops up from the water. You know, it'd be fun. Every time Emmeline avoids an answer, we make her do a shot.
That
Yeah.
sounds
Oh
terrible.
no, she'd die from alcohol poisoning.
True.
Not before we get our information.
What's
like
your
question
favorite
3.
color, Emmeline? Let's start there.
Green.
Why?
What type
I
of
just
green? There's
like-
many.
I just like it. It is a pleasant. The color the same as my jacket that I normally wear. The coat I have.
Mine's green.
is
too.
a-
What color is
for-
that? Because
For reference, that is a darker shade of green,
like a foresty sort of green.
like a foresty type of green. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, nice. Good choice. Good
Mine's
choice.
green
Correct
too.
answer.
Mine's green because it reminds me of the grasses in spring, though. About laying on the hills in the sun.
Nice.
That is quite pleasant.
What does green make
I
you
will
think of?
admit there is nothing quite as deep for that for mine. I just like the color.
That's how you answer everything,
Bullshit.
though. As if
But
you...
no, but that is the truth. That is, I am not forging a lie out of this. There doesn't need to be a deeper reason behind
So
everything.
you don't have any deeper reason behind anything ever?
No, behind some things, absolutely. Do I avoid?
And every time you
questions
do, you
sometimes?
say act like you don't.
Exactly. It is hard to tell the difference, and that is all
Rhea's
part of
just
the
like
charm.
objection.
It is
I
all
just
part
want
of
to
the
get to
charm.
know you more. I'm sorry.
Not
Do you think
charming.
that it's more charming for us to not to get to actually know you than it is to get to know you and care about you for who you are as an individual? I see.
It
how
leaves people wanting more.
I didn't realize you thought of me that way.
But
Please, I mean,
it
keep coming with your
does-
questions if you want to ask.
in my opinion, it just makes it not necessarily difficult to work with you, but it's difficult to know how you're necessarily going to react to things, which is important when we are fighting alongside you. If we
I
don't
mean, you have
know
seen-
your aspirations and things, like for example, say you were the one that was dead during that fight, and say we, had the option of reincarnation. It's no idea if you cared, so much about your race and things. I have no idea how to answer that question.
For that
At all.
reference, if you want to know about more serious topics, such as what I want to, if I want to return back to life, yes, no, absolutely. Please bring me back. I would. Only dark things await me after death. I would much rather that than kicking and screaming into the depths of whatever abyss awaits me. So no, please bring me back. Restore me
Pretty
into
bleak
whatever
outlook on
body.
your afterlife.
It is the truth,
Why? Why do you think that's what you deserve?
because I am not a good person.
You don't think you're a good person.
No,
Why? I think you are.
that is very kind of you, but you have known me for a month or a bit over.
I splash her in the face in the middle of the conversation.
It is true, though. No, I have done many things that I do not think a good person would do.
I think
Before.
a lot of people think that way. But yes, and I don't know you super well. And yes, we've only been together for a month, but I think I know Allie 4 times better as I know you. Because Allie opens up. What we're trying to say is that you don't open up, and we're trying to get you to some.
Okay. For what it is worth, I do not. Ali, to answer your question before about trusting me in combat, knowing how I react. In terms of combat, I think I have displayed how I will react to circumstances in
I
those
think
settings.
Allie was using that because she thought that it would be the only way you would actually answer the question. I don't
Jessa
think she
yeah,
actually
I
feels that
need it.
way.
chimes in here. Let's do something to get to know each other then. None of us here are going to be excellent people, let's be honest. You don't do well in work by being excellent people. What was
Yeah,
everyone's
precisely.
first kill? I'm not talking an animal, I'm talking person. Because
Oh,
we've all
that's,
done it here,
easy.
I assume.
Yes.
Yep, I've got it. I actually have a note about this.
You mean intentional or accidental?
Yes. Intentional.
Intentional.
And why?
It was when
I
we
don't
were-
actually remember the date.
It was while we were fighting up at the camp.
What, the hidden rings?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's recent.
it is.
I'd only ever
Mine was a-
hunted before.
It's not that different.
Unfortunately. I think it should be.
Mine was
Mine was a bit earlier.
no, by all means, Ali.
A little earlier, maybe a couple of weeks before that, in the South Woods, south of Bellerin. I was looking for some citamine, a small plant in the
I'm
woods, and yeah, I passed out and woke up bound and gagged by 2 bandits. I had my father's glaive with me, and they didn't tie me up that well, so I snapped the rope and put the glaive straight through one of the bandits' throats. Kill or be
Interesting.
killed.
Jess again chimes in. Mine was first learning druidic rites before with the Tavises. Just small ruins, edge of the woad. I thought it was a Tuscully coming. Sent a bolt of fire over the ridge. Didn't see the person. Thought I was being raided. Too jumpy back then.
I'm sorry. Were they trying to hunt you or
I
just
don't
wrong
know.
place, wrong time?
I wasn't going to cast
I,
Speak with Dead to find out.
Hmm.
Sally kind of goes, well, you're all fucked up a little bit. Legally speaking, I've never directly killed somebody.
So, why do you bring up legality?
She gets
in the
people to do it
essence of
for
how
her.
the wording is, I was not the one in direct
You weren't the one with the knife.
causation of their life coming to an end.
Sally gets people like me to draw the blade across their
orchestrate
throat.
it.
I would do nothing of the like.
You still feel responsible.
It's a tally. It's a number. That
Yeah.
person's 200 gold. That person's 300 gold.
Like hunting.
Lo just kind of goes, oh,
First,
bar fight.
Oh.
Don't remember. Bottled.
Really? damn.
Mm.
Interesting.
Ellie just thinks to herself, that checks out.
Yeah. First kill. That was. When was it? Just after my 13th birthday. Someone tried to. Thief, I should say. Tried to steal from my family.
Your
Things.
house got broken into?
Something of the sort. An attempt
Shot.
made.
We need
An
a shot
attempt
for...
made. Whatever. Just finish it. An attempt made, and to make sure it didn't happen again, to leave a message.
That's really young.
Ellie's gonna attempt to make a connection here. Ellie had a thought, but AJ's had a thought. I'm seeing if Allie's smart enough to have this thought too. Yeah, that's a good enough roll. Were you instructed to kill this thief, or was it just...
But I don't think the first instance of many 13-year-olds would be to instantly murder someone. No, I was instructed, yes. But like I said, I have done many
Your family
horrid...
told a child to kill somebody who broke into their house.
Yes.
Allie's thought was, Emmeline's fucked up enough that her family would probably just be like, hey, you, prove yourself. That's horrible.
It's a fucked up world. Like I said, I have done many things that I am, well, a lot of people would not be proud of or see as necessarily good things.
Are they things that your family told you to do? Are they things
Some
that
of
you
them,
decided
yes.
to do on your own?
Some of them also yes to that as well. Some of them are necessities that were born by the circumstances that I was placed into. Others were to accomplish missions that I was on, goals that I had to achieve.
Did you run away, or were you... Did you
No.
leave?
I left of my own. Well, it was a mix. It was an opportunity that I took to leave. But it was not running away.
Okay. Emmeline, you realize that's still horribly fucked. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
They used
No,
you.
it is fine.
No, it's not fine. Don't ever
Okay.
say that it's fine.
I agree.
The way
I mean,
that your family treated you is horrible.
This lady just glances over to Lady Tavis, considering what Lady Tavis has said in the past. Is she
She's-
reacting at all this?
She's not reacting, and she goes, I'm somewhat similar to Emmeline in that regard. My first kill was quite young.
Did your
I
family
was-
also tell you to?
Well, not quite. In that regard, but I was young. My father was not a gracious man. We weren't very well off. I was told to bring back money. I had to make a certain amount of money by whatever means capable. And man in the middle of the street, lured him in. I was 12. And I summoned a dagger to my hand and stabbed him in the throat 6 times. And I robbed him.
And
And then
everyone
shortly
says
after
the
that,
woods
I
are
killed my
cool.
father about a year later.
Awful.
I don't blame you.
No, not at all.
It's life. Birds of a feather,
Civilization is
Emmeline,
a
when she
kind of-
raises her glass.
Civilization is a different kind of cruel.
Yeah, it is. Ali tries to meet Emmeline's eyes, just like across the pool or whatever, and just gives her a look of, like, we're gonna talk about this later.
You missy, you're not going to bed till we talk about this.
Just like,
Couch your
this
talk.
isn't the end of the conversation.
Just locks eyes and is just like, "Meh."
Either way, I think that both of you went through things that you should never have to do, regardless, especially because of how young you were. And I think
It's nature. The strong survive, the weak will die.
And look at
So
us now. I would say we're both definitely in the strong category of things.
the family is supposed
I'm
to look
setting
after
Different
you well.
scales
I see what
of
you're
it.
getting there, Emmeline.
Yeah. I would not worry about me.
Family's supposed to protect each other, though, and care
The
for each other.
Tavises do. We make our own
That's
family.
As do the Chandrils.
And for the first time ever, Rhea feels like a little twinge of like, I don't have one of those that it came from.
So you never actually answered your own question, Lady Tavis. I'm curious, what is it that you want? When this is all done and settled, what is your grand aspiration?
Keep
for the future?
researching. Grow the Tavis estate. I want to lead the Arcane Convocation alongside Lord Tavis.
Right. Does Ali know what that is?
That's the ruling body of Carrick, of Mount Arthur.
Yeah, Mentarth, yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh,
Lofty goals.
that's achievable.
I admire the ambition behind it.
Yeah, it's
I don't
very
think there's
achievable.
We'll
anything
do
can
it. We're
stop the
already
Tavises
a
at this
big enough
point.
family.
Yeah. Yeah, you got this. Year or two.
I am
Easy.
curious, what is, if you don't mind me asking, what is your goals, your dreams for Mantarethia? Were you to lead it?
It's a bit of mine own and more veins, but first of all, having something that is ready to fight the Dragon King would be very good. In terms of it, you see on the other side of the world, there's all these great inventions. There's a country over there called Imperitho, and they have large, big boxes of metal that go along trackways and ship things all over the world. They've got boats that fly through the sky. They are thousands of years ahead of us in terms of magical invention.
Oh,
Sounds
like
impractical.
like the big college of people, the tinkering that Leo does. I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, they're like
Oh, the
still
gears.
a few hundred years behind what Imperitho is said to be. So Morvain knows a lot about that.
Interesting.
We want to use a lot of his knowledge from that. We want to bring Mantarathea up to it because, let's be honest, when the Dragon King is done and the other side of the world is connected with us for whatever reason, we're behind them. And when a lesser evolved people meet a further technologically evolved people, that does not do very well for the lesser evolved people.
You would think, though, that they would have their hands filled with, handling whatever mess has been made over there after the Dragon King.
I'm told it's quite peaceful under his rule. Morbidly.
Do you think
Curious.
we could bring the world back over there?
Eventually, but I don't know how that would go. But I want to become... I want respect, I want power, I want all those people who looked at me like I was an urchin on the streets to regret ever crossing my path.
Yeah, that's an aspiration.
Dark Timeline Zamani. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. In her head, Rhea's like, maybe I don't want as much as I thought I did.
Maybe these people here are kind of fucked.
No, maybe she's
curious.
like, maybe I'm not as ambitious enough to be at this table.
I'm curious. Once once we cure my family's curse and bring my father back to, functioning, do you plan to invite him into the fold, so to speak?
The gift? Yeah, I assume you mean?
And not necessarily the gift, I mean the operation
us.
of the Tavis family, in terms of preparing for the Dragon King and things.
Yes. It's always good to have strong allies.
We need
And
more.
also allies with names that bring respect.
Yeah. I wish more of his team were alive. They would have been. The Knights of the Wold would have been a imposing force.
But still, Lucent, we
Unfortunately,
need
I
to tie
think-
up.
I think at the end of it, once the curse is cured, he will be the only surviving member.
There's one more left.
There's 2 more left currently. But I don't see Avruk surviving.
He's still
And Pim
Lucent.
has asked to that we bury him once it's all said and done.
Well, we're going to need many allies. And if I was to spend a lot of time worrying about every ally that I could have had that's deceased, I would have no time to prepare for what's to come.
Yeah.
Does losing people get easier?
Yes and no. The ones that are always the most important are always going to be difficult. But regular rank and file that you feel responsible for, as Salia said, eventually they just become numbers. Money calculations. Expenses.
Does it
Resources.
have to be that way?
For what's coming, yes.
I don't know if I can do that.
You don't have to be the one doing that.
Okay.
That's what...
Do you know if Lord Tavis... Sorry.
No, by all means.
Do you know if Lord Tavis intends to speak to Prince Calasindir?
I believe they have met.
Wayrap just sat up in his chair, like, that's my guy!
Fucking Pavlovian
The guy that I
reaction
could
there.
mute! I was like, he also had secrets, but he yapped!
He had some money with a gun to his head being like, fucking talk, alright?
Yeah.
Look, with Zamani, he was loose, and he was good with his secrets.
I'm just curious, since I
He's already
presume-
made contact.
Oh, pardon me. Yeah, he would be working towards a similar goal.
Morvain is
Not the same
very
way.
resourceful. I was
Yeah.
able to accomplish all this with the estate work just by his instructions setting it up.
Very impressive.
He's...
Contemplating her words for a second, she's like, do you think the gods will help?
We hope they will.
Which ones?
Any
Yes.
that can.
Hmm.
I don't think you need to stress about it right this minute.
Sorry.
It's all
I
right.
didn't. Please go back to what you were saying before. I just.
No, don't worry. You don't need to apologize.
Still learning how to people.
Some people never get good at it. Look at Carol.
Oh God.
They get better. They don't get good.
uh,
I think you're great at people. Ria,
I don't think so.
I've never seen
Apparently-
anyone make friends easier.
Apparently, I put
Fucking
Gillies
you're
on the
awesome.
spot really like immediately.
Yeah.
I don't know how to.
So tell us about this
Everything
Gileas
is so
boy.
delicate. He's just a new friend. I was
new
actually
friend
hoping
or
that
a
we
new
could help him.
friend? As Lo kind of chimes in.
Stop it, Nora.
But he's just a new friend.
Ellie
he
just
someone you'd like to get
palms
to know
Lo's
a bit
head
more
and just
intimately?
submerges her.
I don't really want to get to know many people super intimately. We're so busy.
It's a great way to relax.
So what you're saying is, if you had more time,
Well, I've only ever had like 3 kisses.
I thought you were far more feral.
Not in that regard. You would need like people for that.
There's people in the world.
I mean, there are, but not ones that I liked spending time with. You had Papa, Granny. The Valen is where I spent most of my time. And then there was a Kitsune settlement where just nothing but stuffy, boring avoidance happened.
Boring.
very boring.
Not the answer you're hoping for, Lo. I'm sorry.
It's hard to get to know even your own people when you didn't grow up with their customs and you didn't tell the same stories and sing the same songs.
Yeah.
Because you're not really one of them. You're still an outsider, but you don't look like an outsider. So they assume that you'll know.
Hmm.
And you don't, and it's disappointing. And it's hard to hide that.
As you can talk, Jessica kind of just goes beside her. Stop harassing the poor girl. Stop harassing all of us. And she just
Yeah. Nice.
No, I just
Control water.
I just had much better time with the dragons, so. They still told stories about how the trees sang.
Trees sing. That's cool.
they do.
Are they any
There's
good?
the wind.
As you're all kind of relaxing, you hear a very low kind of harp chord play through the air. It just goes, our time is up.
Right.
That was wonderful.
Sorry.
Thanks, everyone. That was great. That was good fun.
Where does everyone need to go back to for the night?
Just back to the estate.
Kerrigan
Please.
Estate.
Yes. The
Please.
Kerrigan. Yes.
Sally kind of looks over to Emily. She goes, well, do you want me to come back to the estate in Carrican tonight?
Of course.
No,
So long as you're not too busy in Van Zeden, I wouldn't want to tear you away from
No,
your work.
I've got things sorted. It'd be nice to assess quarters down there as well.
Perfect. Be good to have you.
Mhm.
Lo says, I need to head back to Randrum Castle.
Hmm.
And Jess is like, I'll
Right on.
free stride it when we head outside. I'm fine.
Anything big going down in Randrum at the moment? Or
Mm.
just the usual court business?
Nothing you need to worry about.
But-
Noted.
That's where Emmeline. This is where she does a shot.
I just like
anyway.
knowing all the things.
And then Lady Tavis kind of walks out. First, just does a small circle on the ground and just lets Low step through it. And then for the rest of you, she goes, "We're in Kerrigan." Yeah, fuck it. She just puts the hands together, fire, and you're just back in the estate.
I thank the staff as we're leaving as well.
They just mutter shit under their breath as you're all leaving.
Yeah, that's valid.
Part of the ship, part of the crew. And apparently it's
Yeah.
low ship.
It's Lo's ship.
As you all make your way back to Kerrigan.
Right.
Leo, you find yourself in a dimly lit place in the Venzeridan estate. You, Aurelian, Carol, Jan, Erberg, Lord Tavis. There's like a thick smog in the room of cigar smoke. As everyone kind of crowds around, Leo, welcome. How have you been?
Busy, but productive.
Can I have a word with you before we start?
Of course, yes.
He kind of goes up towards the study with you. All right.
So cool.
I've been thinking a few things and talking to a few people, and I think it's important to have you whole.
What?
I take it you've learned your lesson by now.
Yes, a million times over.
All right. It doesn't hurt, but it is uncomfortable. Sit down.
I'll take uncomfortable.
He rolls up his sleeves, and you see he gets like these, very much so like the gardener's shear gloves, like very Freddy Krueger is. They're not quite as long.
Yeah.
Small blades, like just not full gloves, but they just go over each of his fingers, and small gold tipped spines on each of them. He pulls almost like this web out around the stump of your arm. And over the next minute, you see he starts rotating it slowly around and towards himself as you see flesh and bone begin to knit its way towards him. It's not sore, but it's this uncomfortable as nerve endings become there, almost like your skin is too hot to the touch, as after a bit, 2 minutes go by and it's all back and you can feel it. It's there and it's so simple. You're like, why the fuck didn't I get this a little bit sooner?
No. There's kind of figuring out. Yeah, go.
Is there any tingle of magic from what Granny did?
Not that can be differentiated from Lord Tavis's.
Don't know how I feel. Thank you. This will certainly speed things up. Thank you.
I take care of everyone, and well, it felt a bit cruel to bring Rhea back for 25,000 gold, and this I can do for free.
The significant magic, I don't think was free, but like, I see your point. Cleaner than it used to be.
Yeah, it's very like
Scars
pink,
are-
fresh flesh.
Yeah,
Perfectly manicured.
all the scars are missing.
I'm sure you'll get plenty of new ones.
Yes, it's a fresh canvas.
I want you to know as well, I've seen you looking around this place a few times as we've come here.
Oh yeah, I trying not to be rude about it, but intellectual interest, I'm sure you understand.
Ask your questions.
It's not a demiplane.
It's not.
It's not a like I can create very small pocket dimensions. It's not that either.
No. It's
The-
not Magnificent
spaces-
Mansion. I can't cast that.
It's the space isn't stretched. The space isn't compressed. What is it?
When we are in here, we are in Vitrisian. We are currently in my home.
Is there an outside, or is this
There is,
separate?
but if you go outside, time will get weird, and I'll have to do rituals to make sure you don't get that you get sent back at the right time.
Sure.
But there is, you can see it through the sky. Always nights, but he waves a hand, and you see the bookshelves fold out backwards, and you can see just this large, like, couple 100-foot tall tree of just crimson bark, bleeding sap of crimson.
Can I approach?
It's
Using his
outside.
new
It's
hand.
behind. You see, there's a glass pane in front of it.
Go and have a look.
Yeah. You go out and you can kind of see a big glade, and there's just the heart tree of Vitrizian on that side.
You know, I'm starting to see the appeal. Word.
It has its benefits.
Yeah.
I've done some wizardry, but druidicism is where I excel. I've been around thousands of years, so I should be good at a little bit of everything.
Well, with a little bit of time, right?
Well, thousands of years, and well, time here isn't exactly 1-to-1.
What's your favorite thing in here?
He points above the mantle. You see the obsidian greatsword.
Yes, it's taking every fiber of my professional courtesy not to pull it down and look at it.
It was a gift
Actually,
when I got my
I
gift.
won't, but... Where'd you get your gift from? Is this a rude question? I'm not quite sure of the
It's
etiquette.
not quite. It's very historically loaded.
Well, it's
I
an
got my
area of
gift
interest.
indirectly from Malcio Caireta.
Do you regret it?
Not in the slightest. I got my gift from Valenza and Dela. I was one of 7. Malcio gave the gift to Valenza as a gesture of love, and Valenza could not control it and gave the 7 of her court friends in her court, their court, his court, depends, the gift in a bloodlust. There was more than 7 of us, but only 7 survived. And that is the 7 noble houses. You know me as Tavis.
Does Leo know the other 6?
No.
Yeah.
Quento's side does not know the other 6.
Yeah, fair bump. And you're the only one over here.
It's good to be first.
It certainly is.
I have enemies on the other side, you see. More than dragons. The 7 of us. We don't all get along. Differences in philosophy, you see. You know.
What are they like? More zealots? More... ruthless?
Some of them, there are... It's split... Think about the easiest way. Mom and dad break up. Malcio and
Yeah.
Valenza. People pick sides long ago. I still love Valenza. They were a true friend. But Malcio was helping us. And I saw that. Me and one other family. The other 5, they sided with Valenza. And they're very stuffy. Very... some of them are... Well, they're bastards. But what can you do? So is family.
I must say I prefer this side of the family, from what I've seen.
You haven't. I think you would like the sites as much as I don't. They're historians like us. My only other
Well,
close
sure, but
house
you
is
can't have...
a house called Imvin. They are zealous.
Can't have too many historians in the family.
No. I think mine is better anyway.
I'm quite the fan.
But myself and the head of the Imvin family at the time, may the darkness take their soul, and they rest eternal. We went to Malcio after everything to thank him for what he had done for us and to learn how to control the gift, to learn what it meant to be vampire. They didn't quite know. They're not vampire themselves, but they knew the ritual that they gave. And that's when I got that.
Just absent-mindedly touching the new hand, getting used to all the new nerves back in it. All the phantom pain still kind of just disappearing now. Doesn't seem much work lately.
It did. On the other side, I
Yeah.
was always busy. It sees practice. I don't need... Well, after about 1,000 years with it, I didn't find the need to swing it myself anymore. It can do that by itself now.
But like the other side.
I'm more advanced than you are. Peaceful, but tense. You're always being watched. Everything is being watched. I can't remember if all of you recall this or if I said it. I'm swamped in a lot of things. There's no elves on the other side anymore. The dragon killed them
Like
all.
at all.
They're
What
hunted.
about half elves?
Hunted.
Really?
Yes, which he used. Lord Tavs always has these gold cuffs over his ears, like very much like around them all, and he takes it, and you can just see scar tissue where the ears are like shaved. I could let it grow
For
back.
hiding.
I don't need to exist on the other side, but the Dragon Knight's there. I can pass as not any elven lineage.
That's
He puts the cuff back on.
horrendous. Yeah, but thank you for showing. It's horrendous.
It's purely because I'm curious to see what your mind thinks of this. I'll tell you bits. I don't want to overwhelm you with knowledge. So, the other side is stronger than we are, for sure. The Dragon Knights number in the thousands. But I feel like we could be prepared. There is methods. Elves are an issue. We have them here, which is helpful. The reason we believe he is killing the elves, or killed the elves, it's because they're heretics, he says. Because they cling to the old ways, the chaotic old gods that caused so much trauma on the other side. And they did. There was wars of the gods. It was unlike anything this side has seen. But the real reason, specifically after talking to that Prince Calisindir, the body of a star elf can bring back an old god. And any elf could, in theory, become a star elf if they knew how.
It's a lot of untapped potential.
It's
Significant resources.
significant resources, but if an old god has a destroyed body, it can be... they can be brought back. If we know where the soul is, which we know very little of that, but there's a lot to learn.
We know what one is.
Body's not destroyed.
Nobody knows where the body is.
We know it's not destroyed, because if it was destroyed, it would exhibit the same symptoms that the dying god did.
Useful. I don't need to tell you the implications of bringing her back, though.
It's all difficult. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things at play. People like myself are all very curious how we're going to do this. And I know from your speaking to Jan, you've wanted to find a way out. At least in an essence.
It's a contingency.
To my knowledge, it would not work. What you have in mind. It would buy time, perhaps. But it would eventually... if we lose, it's all consumed. Unless we get to the point where we lose, but he does not consume the other part of the Void Dragon. In which case, well, you need to flee or hide because... Exactly. I plan on fighting, and I plan on winning. I want you to know that. And I want you to base your plans on that.
See, it strikes me very recently that I haven't been very clear on this intention.
I understand it's a
not my
last
first
resort.
choice. Yes.
I have many layers on layers. Plans A
I
through
don't
Z.
plan on sailing in a lifeboat. I'd very much like to stay on deck.
I just want you to... I think of everyone that's working for us right now. At least in your little group. You need the information. You want to make educated
Helps.
decisions.
Certainly. Can't make bricks without clay. Are there particular decisions that you think I'm making incorrectly?
Touching an ember rift.
Oh, yes. Very good.
I haven't known you long
Like
enough, Leo. I want to know you all better. I've read reports on you all, a great many, a lot of reading.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's been interesting. I don't know you well enough. From the decisions you've made, it's led to me being here, which was... And I'll be humble for a moment. You going out of your way to make sure I could be on this plane of existence with you is the best fighting chance you have for fighting the dragons.
Hard agree. I said it the last time we spoke privately. The time for good men is over.
Many people fear me.
They shouldn't.
They
Lack
should.
perspective. We don't
If they have the
luxury
perspective,
of-
they should. Before all this,
Like,
I wasn't always the best person. I'm ruthless. I know what
Good.
it means to be vampire, but we will survive. And we will do very well against these dragons.
To clarify, Lord Tavis, I'm not trying to butter you up, so to speak. I'm acutely aware, perhaps more than the rest of them, about exactly how big the stakes are. I know that very uncomfortable decisions will need to be made. Large scale sacrifice.
There will be.
Those decisions don't fall lightly.
I want you to
They need to be made.
to work on something for me.
Me to work.
Not right now. I've been going over notes on something called Sapperstone.
Am I familiar with it?
Yeah, you know, Sapperstone is the invention of Burton that shot it into the forefront of magical research.
Yep. I'm familiar with much of the research behind Sapperstone. It's interesting.
So I plan to... I'll be honest with you. And this is a job this is something that you can't discuss with anyone else. You can talk to Jan about it. He knows. And Lindis. I intend to find out the most probable city that the Dragon King will land on, because historically he landed on Bex before, and he made a statement of it. I plan on turning that city into a bomb.
necessary.
Hundreds of thousands. But if we're lucky, thousands of Dragon Knights will go too.
I'm separating Nathan knowledge from Leo knowledge here for a second, so out of character.
Yeah.
Does Leo know that Veal is the obvious, like making an educated guess or parts of the
You don't know
chessboard?
which coast it could come from.
Yeah, sure. So it's
It
either
could be
like,
Ojikir, it could be
Sathasa,
Thiel, it could be
Yeah.
Mantarthir.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. So you look. Would you like me to design the bomb?
I don't need that. I need you to start seeking out Sapperstone wherever you can. Get your hands on as much of it as you can. Quietly. And we need to fit... There was one person in history who's known the methods to overload Sapperstone, and no one has replicated it since. Apparently he destroyed a fortress of the Emperor of Ghouls. You instantly know the historical name of Jarnvir.
Yeah.
No, like, he was the prodigy of Sapperstone.
Yeah.
And Seeperstone as the counterpart.
That's my boy.
Past tense.
What a terrible
We
death.
know that guy.
But
I will try and get you his notes. Jan is working on trying to procure them. I'm trying to get them from Calicindir. He's not opposed to the idea. We're going to try orchestrate it with as little people knowing, because I can't exactly tell a king or queen or divine state that I'm going to blow the city up with all the people inside it.
Well, I guess it's time for the son of Cornelius Van Horn to start making his own fortune.
Let's go lose a lot of money
going
to
to
Vikram.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of money. I've got a buy-in, but that's about it.
I can cover
Not
you a
asking.
buy-in.
I
That's
could,
fine.
No, don't do it. All right. Last thing before we leave, while we're talking quietly, how much sapstone do you need?
Between Sapperstone and Seeperstone, I need all of it. As much as I can get.
It's going to be expensive.
I understand. That's not the problem.
I'm setting expectations. I'm not afraid of difficulty. That's fine.
I want you to think of the most amount of money you've ever seen in one place, Leo.
Yes?
By about 500 times is at least my fortune. Oh, I think I'm gone. Am I dead?
We lost it.
Yeah. 1 second, guys.
No. You're back now.
We can hear
I'm
you.
not. 1 second. I'm back. Everyone's cameras will hopefully load in shortly. No one's here yet. It's
There
me
they
by
are.
myself. Welcome to the Des Show.
Nuh-uh.
Rocks fall, they die.
Nuh-uh.
Excuse
No,
you.
yes, stop.
The rocks.
No one's camera has loaded in. I don't know why all your stuff should be the same, but I will.
What?
See.
Video Ninja doesn't say we're live yet,
Don't know why that's saying that.
so maybe it's
Here, I'll
bad.
just quickly.
Over here in the Gilius Conspiracy Theory HQ.
Thank you for giving out the
Yeah.
the details.
Oops.
Okay, that's Jen and AJ's
Details.
slot.
Yay! The best people ever. Let's go. Word bitches.
I'm in Allie's spot.
Yeah, only briefly.
Got it. That's fair. It just caught up on the stream, so.
Yeah, everyone should start
Technical
popping in.
difficulties.
Look.
AJ's back
Word
now.
bitches say what?
Okay, that should hopefully have everybody back shortly.
Is me. I see me. I've just realized that fucking on the overlay it says Pendargon as my subclass.
Oh, you said that to me a while ago, and I just never fixed. I completely forgot.
I just
Can
saw
you
it then. I
also
was like Pendargon.
What is
AJ, could you
Dargans?
also angle your camera down just a little bit?
Why is no one's camera?
Just a little bit.
Is that better?
Capture more of the AJ.
Yeah, less of the blue, more of the AJ.
Yeah. It's a nice backdrop and all, but we want to see more of you.
Double-dee-double, including the Dalek poster.
Nah.
Okay, I now have Jen back.
I think it's technically an Ironside poster because it's from the World War II Dalek episode.
It's crooked.
It is crooked.
It is crooked.
Sharp Jen.
Why did you point that out? Why would you do that?
Because I've been looking at it for who the hell knows how long, and I haven't said anything because it hasn't been brought up, and I wasn't going to bring it up. But you brought it up, so now I get free reign to tell you.
Now I'm blue.
So we're back, Leo. Lord Tavis just said, "How much is the most you've ever seen?" Think of it.
Yes, I've got it. Enough to buy a country.
All right. So, how old is the country? You see this? It's a treasury.
Yes.
How old is Arvrograd?
I
Couple
say
hundred.
how old Arvrograd is.
Arvrograd's about 400-ish, give or take. I have been accumulating wealth for 10 times that length.
So yeah, it's like 3 gold more.
I see where you like cards, Knight.
In terms of strict monetary value, I would be able to hire every mercenary in Quentos and have them kill each other for blood sport and pay 1,000 gold per head gone.
Seems slightly wasteful. You'd probably make money on cookies, though. Well,
I've gotten
Tavis,
to
you're
the
going to
point
need
where
to.
it's not a problem.
Sure. Speaking practically here, you're going to need to make significant investments in Burton.
I'm told.
I'm happy to be your agent and put my face on the front of it,
I don't need you for that.
if that's necessary.
I need you to crack notes, work with Jan. Once I have the notes of Jornvir. I need wizards. Lindis. It's not her school. Also, I wouldn't want her messying her hands with that.
No. Mine are apparently quite innocuous to grow back.
Yeah.
Small joke. Yes, it can be done.
It can be.
It's a good plan. Any inkling on the landing site?
My guess is it will be either east or west coast.
2 bombs.
2 bombs.
Good.
I still like your pocket dimension idea, but I have different intentions for it.
Enlighten me.
If we have 2 bombs, I wouldn't want the second one to go to waste.
Haha. Smart.
Of course not.
The Dragon Knights like to root out elven sympathizers wherever they are. If they're hiding in an extra dimensional space, so be it.
A trap then.
Many.
I like it.
I'll begin experimenting with it myself. Bits I can figure out. See what I can't manifest.
Does Celia know?
She does know the expenses needed. She doesn't know. I haven't expressly told her the purpose, but just to clear anything that comes from Jan in regards to Saprostone. She's also told not to talk about it, so don't tell her the
Is there
plan,
a
but if you need
particular-
funding, you
Of
can go
course
to
not.
her.
Is there a particular statement I should use to let her know where to allocate these funds?
Jan is coming up with a project name. I'm not sure what he settled on. He wants Flights of Fancy.
I'll let him enjoy it. It's going
Ask
to be
him,
very difficult
He'll
work.
settle on a project
Yeah.
name.
I'll speak to him in private about it. Understood. Thank you for trusting me with this.
I think
feel
it's our best
uniquely-
bet.
I have the right disposition.
I've come to realize that.
Perhaps you go.
I plan on asking everyone this as I get to know them more. If true resurrection didn't work on Rhea, there's ways for me to bring people back that I don't need their soul to be willing. Or if true resurrection doesn't work for whatever reason, the gift is always reliable.
See where you're going with this. The answer is no.
Not
You
now,
already have a wizard.
but
for the
last resort.
You already last resort.
Last resort. I wouldn't offer it
No.
to you now.
No, I appreciate that. The answer is still no. You already have a wizard for the nighttime. You need a wizard for the daytime. And if it goes to the point where my soul is unwilling and I cannot be brought back, we've already lost. There's no point in coming back anyway.
I suppose I did not make myself perfectly clear. I'm more telling you I can't promise I won't enthrall you if I need it.
Oh, sure.
If it's the last resort.
Will I be conscious? Or is it just walking meat?
It's a debated topic.
I appreciate a good recycling endeavor as much as the next person. Practically speaking. Go for it.
I appreciate you won't tell the others about this.
Of course. What happens in Vitrisian stays in Vitrisian. Is that where we are? Vitrisian? Did I
Yeah.
get that right? Yeah, okay, cool.
Alright, let us go lose cards to Vikram.
Alright, sounds like fun. I think I understand the rules now.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Nothing matters.
it does not. Clearly.
Roll me a d20 plus intelligence or dexterity, your choice for the night.
It's intelligence, come on.
Rain Man this shit.
Holy shit. That is 24. That was a 19 on the dice.
Okay. 24. Perfect. So how much gold do you have in your inventory?
I have 80 GP plus some loose change.
Okay. You can mark at the end of the night you have 65 GP. Vikram sweeps house.
Fantastic. Not as devastating as I thought it would be.
No.
But Leo's poor boy.
You don't bet more than really the buy-in.
No.
Again, it's not really... This is guys' cards. It's not about playing for money here. It's about shooting the shit.
Fucking around.
Around.
You've still got 3 times as much money as Rhea, so.
Yeah.
But
Well, I lost it of my own volition.
with that, you all come to the following morning, being brought back to the Kerrigan estate. Some of you find different...
Ali would've-
Ali?
When transported back to the Kerrigan estate, Ali would have seen if Jan was there and if he was interested in just spending time together.
You find Jan is busy at work, working on all the wards this entire evening. You can be with him while he does it, but he is extremely focused because it has gone from low priority on his list to now this has to be done today.
Okay, all good.
And second
Ali
case-
doing
won't
that with
distract him then. Yep.
Another cat has flung themselves at the door.
Most likely, yeah. Ali would
Imagine
not
having
distract
cats.
Jan.
You just gotta
Yeah.
go. "Rah."
Oh, you guys haven't seen... You guys don't see Leo this morning.
Yeah. 2 hands.
Okay.
Or to hold all the beers, definitely.
So,
Leo would be helping Jan with the wards.
he doesn't require your help.
Okay, cool.
He goes, I appreciate it. You'll slow me down.
I appreciate it. Now fuck off.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll go find the others then. Oh, hello, Ali. Hands in my
Hi.
pockets. What's
You
on the
good?
go?
You seem in remarkably good spirits for losing. Let's
Went
make a
pretty
guess.
well
30 gold?
about that. Made a lot, lost a lot.
Nice.
Wasn't really
Why are
about
you
the
in such
gold.
good spirits then?
Put your hands up. Do it.
What the fuck? Am I dreaming? No.
I pinch you with my new hand.
Ah!
Yeah, works fine. Profitable night.
Can I have a look? Ali examines it. No scars.
No.
No
scars.
calluses.
I know, I need to build those back up. Perfect for jewelry making.
Lord Tavis?
Yeah.
Wow. Fuck yeah. That's awesome.
I'm back.
You were never gone. Just temporarily,
Yes, but now I'm at full speed.
yeah. Training wheels are off.
Yes, I don't have one hand tied behind my back.
All right.
Where are the
Well,
others? We should get to work.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Forgot to
What
ask
now?
Salia for the 12,000 or 1,200 gold.
For what?
Secrets tonight.
Oh, do you want me to send her a message?
He's still in the castle, remember?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh, she's here. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
She
She is.
stayed
Oh.
to spend the night with Emmeline.
You
Oh,
cast
you
I'm
just
going to
nodded.
go and
I
I think I'm going to
Give me that cake.
Do I?
You see as Ellie slightly blushes as
Okay.
she's just like, "Oh, I know where Sally is. I'm not going to disturb her. She'll be out eventually."
You have a message, you're a message. You could always say, Emily, hey, don't forget to get the money from Sally up by.
Oh yeah, true.
That'd be so funny. Just like they're straight in the
Just-
middle of it. You're
yeah.
like, oh.
Emily is just sitting there in
Yeah,
her
yeah.
Randra
Take
maid
the
outfit.
snorkel off.
Ellie grabs the earring and goes,
She's sitting there being a
Roman-
chair.
Draw me like one of those random girls.
"Yep, Emmeline, hope I'm not disturbing you. Don't forget to ask Salia for the money for the auction tonight. Thank you."
Right. Okay.
Have
Gunnar. Thank
fun.
you.
You're
For the other
braver
25
woman than
words,
I
it's
am,
just-
Allie. Jesus Christ.
Okay, these are bangers.
I know
I don't
that she
know why you're
won't.
upset.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
I know that she
Come on.
won't take it personally. All right.
Rhea is in the library sitting at a table by like an open window or something, but she's obviously like kind of like confused and distracted, and she keeps looking up at a table where she has the little jar of like the world below moss and like the Kyvan letter, and just keeps
Yep.
going back to her book.
Leo, approach.
Doesn't even notice you're there. Yeah.
Put down a stack of books. Sit down next to you, holding
It's
a
like-
book, reading.
I take his book. Like, I look at him, and I just grab his arm in his hand. It's like, apparently you did great at cards.
Yeah, I won a hand or two.
Hopefully not two. Where'd the other one go?
Ellie from outside. That's actually.
She's
really
holding your
funny."
your new hand right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I was lucky.
So pale.
Yeah. There's no scars either.
No.
Do you think it would sunburn on its own?
Yes.
Yes, I think it's going to be quite pale before it quite painful when it tans. You can see
At
the
least
line.
you have it to hurt. Are you happy?
Yeah.
Do you think you
I want
learned
it to
the
come
lesson you
true.
were meant to?
I think so.
Just no more touching things?
Maybe a measured response beforehand, I think was the lesson.
I'm glad you got it back. I know it was killing you to not have it.
I'm feeling like myself again.
Well, you're whole. So, makes sense.
Yeah.
This guy's a great author as well. She holds up the book that's written by Xerxes.
Does Leo know who that is?
Yeah, it's a god's name. It's very like household.
You know who that is, right?
Do I know who it is? Because like I know like old god stuff, but he's technically
Ascended isn't really
It's
anything
literally-
you've really.
It's literally the ascended god of secrets.
oh,
Book is quite rare.
Daddy didn't know. You would think a
What's
god
me?
of secrets would write a mystery, but it's not.
Funny.
It's delightful.
What's the moss doing out? I don't think you should get it much light.
I grab the letter and I hand it to him.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
What's on your mind? I feel like you've got that look.
I don't know. I know he's busy and we're busy, and it just can't imagine being so busy that you couldn't write a quick letter, you know?
It was a quick letter.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Makes you wonder if
Is it-
everything's okay.
put her book down, hold her by the hand. He's a man of action. He's not a man
I
of...
don't really know him that well.
We can infer a lot. He's a doer, not a thinker. He has thinkers for that. This is a bigger gesture than you think. Actually taking the time to stop.
Yeah.
And he said yes. And he said yes and wanted to let you know that he wanted to say yes.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. And I appreciate that it's quite rich coming from me, but let the gesture be the gesture.
Okay.
Pat, pat.
Do we have outfits for tonight? Are we just gonna wear the same ones that we wore to dinner?
Well, it's a bit telling.
We need to see what the masks look like to make sure that whatever we have to wear goes with it, since we're going to be judged heavily by our appearance.
Oh. Don't let Aurelian make any of those decisions, please.
I'm not.
Oh, I just insurance for my own sanity. We all know what happened last time.
Yeah. I don't know who
Yes.
would have the masks. But Lady Tavis said that they would be here by today.
Lo would have them.
Ah.
Or one agent of Lo.
Lo would
'Cause
not
it-
have them. She didn't
Is this
come
not
back.
is this not a Lo project?
I can double check. I'm not sure if it is.
And also, just because it's a low project doesn't necessarily mean that she would be the one on the ground just to give us the masks for it.
Oh yeah, but she'd say this peon here, go talk to them.
She didn't come back to this estate. She went over to Randrum, I
It's a
think.
Salia job, I think.
I think
know
it.
what
I
that
think
is.
it's a Salia job because Salia is normally. This is more
It's
of
a
a money
Salia
thing.
job in the quests. In our side quest thing, it's a Salia job.
I'm pretty sure it's
And
Salia.
it's a Celia job.
I believe
Yep.
you.
Job number 3.
Yeah, cool.
Silver smugglers, dead man's dead, auction of secrets. Yep.
I have it
And
on good
foreigners.
authority that Salia is in the building, but she's not
I
to
can
be disturbed
promise you
for
that
at least
she is
45
in the building.
Yes,
Her and
Ali
Emmeline
already attempted.
are having personal time.
Yes. On that note, perhaps I should have breakfast as well.
I haven't eaten yet. You want to go have breakfast together?
Absolutely, I'd love that.
Sorry,
Something-
Leo. Why did the talk about Salia and Emmeline make you think of breakfast?
Getting things
just-
done since we can't do
Because-
anything.
They're having
Yeah.
breakfast in
Okay,
bed.
good.
What are you thinking about? Gosh.
Biding time.
So we go get breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah. Croissant.
And then we twiddle our thumbs for a bit until Sally are done.
So head into the kitchens, grabbing breakfast. Eventually, all of you reconvene together.
Mm-hmm. So, is Sally with us? You say all of us. I don't know
Salia,
if
yeah,
Sally
Salia
came
does
with
come down.
us.
She comes down for breakfast
Okay,
as
cool.
well.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Everyone sleep well?
So good.
Spectacularly.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You all need masks. For
Does Leo
tonight.
try to hide his hand?
Nah. He's over that little joke.
You seem to have an interesting night, Leo.
Yes.
In his own
I'll just-
words, he won a hand.
At least one.
Or 2, he said. Which, where's the other one?
That's what I said.
Gotta lose money
You
to
didn't
make
win the
money.
one you already had.
Lose a hand to make a hand.
I lost a bunch of money, but they didn't give me receipts, so nothing we can do about that.
You don't
Salia.
get paid back for stupidity.
Is it too early to talk business? Do you need food first?
No, I. She kind of looks for her glasses, takes them off Emmeline's head, puts them back on.
Just quickly, auction tonight. Masks and outfits.
Rin
Okay.
told us that we would be judged heavily by the masks and outfits.
Well, fashion's fashion. Masks, I've got various masquerade masks, all made from very, very well crafted ivory from Zasan.
Beautiful.
Sounds good.
That'll do. Any
Um,
recommendations on appropriate attire?
Formal for sure. Generally speaking, some form of funeral but fashion, black tie usually.
I don't have anything like that. And to be honest with you, I'm very broke.
That's all right. We have, actually, speaking of broke, I have a couple of receipts from purchases over the last couple of days. Ali will get them out and show Salia. The 400 gold for the potions in the conduit's cache, and 3 silver pieces for a satchel that Ali got for Rhea.
All right. Is this it? These all the receipts you have?
Yeah, currently, yes.
I was holding on to them in my bag, and my bag got stolen in the woad.
Oh, you had other receipts?
Yeah.
They got stolen?
Yes. Yes.
Because I was saying you're not spending an awful lot. All right.
No, they got stolen, so we don't have the exact amounts to give you.
We also don't have an awful lot of, a lot of our jobs. We spend the money fairly quickly, and it's also our own personal spending.
Challenges liquidity.
Do you
Yeah.
need money?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right. Why didn't you say something?
Because we thought we had to do the jobs to get the money.
I mean,
Wasn't quite sure the arrangement.
generally speaking, yes, there are bonuses for all jobs, but if a member of the estate needs money, that's why I'm here. I'm the accounts.
Yeah.
True. To be fair, whenever it's been brought up, it was always get your receipts. I don't pay you back for stupidity and making bad purchases. So
Yeah.
Correct, but I can give you advances.
Advances would help.
yes.
I don't know how much is in my... I didn't bring a large coff. I don't have a large coffer here.
It's all right.
Rhea, here, you come with me. Emmeline, you need to eat.
Okay.
and it's
She's
'cause-
eaten enough.
Des,
As
do you want me
she
to mark
was
off those 2 receipts, or...
nutrition.
You can mark off those receipts. Sally is going to go get funds now. She brings you to
Sweet.
like an office on the bottom floor of the staff area. That's like very much. It's like almost like a clone of her other office. There's like a large chest in there, and I don't know what you're looking. Let's say. Sure. And she counts out 25 platinum pieces per person. And she goes, "I'll just make sure this gets deducted from any next major job you do."
Okay.
She writes a little slip next to it, rolls each of the 25 coins in this like parchment, hands one to you, and carries another, and then she grabs a small bag of gold for the money that Ali allocated, and she puts the receipts into her ledger. She goes back to the group. Everyone gets a small roll of 25 platinum pieces.
Oh,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I have
Perfect.
updated the... I will update the haversack with the funds that she gave me.
Can you also put a note in there that everybody got an advance of 25 gold on session
25 plat.
30... 20, oh, sorry, 25 plat.
36,
on
isn't it?
session
36.
25 apiece.
So
Yeah.
I'll also
session.
clarify with you all. Most things you can write as a business expense. I hope you realize that.
Most things?
If you need lodging, you can write that off. If it's potions, you write that, get the receipts.
Mhm.
Magical items.
If it is pertinent to a job, yes.
Oh,
I would rather you get
but
the
all we
job
do
done.
is job.
Well, buying books and such for yourself, or candy, or cakes.
Okay.
That comes out of your personal funds.
Got it.
I'll reference. We are stupid rich.
True. I guess
also-
didn't realize you were important enough to spend that much money on, and also you just spent a whole lot of money to bring me back from the dead, so I was confused.
Yeah, I have the receipt for that.
Do I owe the money for that?
No.
Oh,
Also, we were told that the most you were willing to spend on the auction of secrets is 1,200 gold.
Yes.
May we grab that now, or
Sure.
they did
Thank
say
you.
that
Perfect.
the
If you don't have stuff,
the-
if ever I say something like that to you in advance, saying we're willing to cover this much, and you don't have that in advance, I will just give you the money in advance, and you return to me with the receipt. Or if you see something out when you're shopping that you need and you don't have the money, come to me, and I will see if we can allocate the funds for it at that time.
Oh, wonderful. I'll need 600 gold.
For what?
I'll explain the spell battery.
All right, 600 gold. I don't think I have that in this chest here, but I will get it when I'm in the Venzeridan estate.
You're a
Yeah,
delight,
the-
Celia.
the 1,200 gold is more important for the job tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So
I've got
I'm keeping the 1,200 gold separate to the gold already in the bag. So I've just
Yes.
made a note of it in the haversack. So it'll be like a different pouch or whatever the fuck.
If there are any other secrets for auction that come up after the one that we are intentionally there to buy, should we also bid on those if we think they could be helpful? If we have extra
Decide as a
after
group,
the
and if
1,200?
you're unsure, refer to Emmeline's best judgment. If it could be pertinent to something we could use, I'm always willing to cover it. Try not to spend more than 3,000 gold total at this auction, though.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Perfect. I do intend to inquire after any secrets on the Glenwood family that could help with that mission. So if something on that
Smart.
does come up, then... But I do not think it will cost the same as a secret for the Tavises.
No, and
And I believe we're
Maybe
under
also
instruction to any secrets of relating to the house specifically. I think buy at any cost, right?
well, after 1,200 gold, in if case I found most people, it's worth assassinating if it's over more than 1,200 gold.
Oh, great! Yeah,
Easy.
That's
Message
cheaper.
received.
Let them buy it,
Much cheaper.
then you kill them.
Crystal
Simple.
clear. Take their receipts. Got it.
No, because I can't cash that in.
It's a joke. I'm
It's all
trying to humor.
tax.
I'm in a good mood. Yeah.
Perfect.
Wonderful. I think we're prepared.
But
I think
if you
that
need
is
outfits for
business.
tonight, buy them, get the receipts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds good.
If you buy food at
Which we
this
will
event, get the receipts.
Eat beforehand. Trust me, it is much cheaper. Don't.
To be fair, I didn't really understand how currency-based economies worked until I started working here.
You
And I
get
didn't
the-
want to overstep our bounds.
If ever you're unsure, get the receipt.
Very well.
Got it.
You are all currently
Thank you very much,
cleared
Sally.
for. I'll explain it. Every group has a certain amount that we are willing to spend on them. Because each of you is, behind the scenes, by assessed by me, along in conjunction with Lord and Lady Tavis, assigned a value. As long as you don't go over that, it's more important to spend up to your value that we think you're worth.
Make use of
Alright.
of your resources. Got it.
Don't tell us the budget. Wizarding's expensive.
I'm not allowed to tell you the budget. Also because I don't want to dehumanize you to your face.
Fair.
We have 3 silver left in the budget.
After that,
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you. I understand better now.
Right, let's go get some black tie.
never be afraid to ask
Yes, let us
questions
get-
in the Tavis estate. I'll be seeing you all.
Mhm.
I have to head back to Benzeridan today.
Sounds good.
Have fun.
When
Sounds
are
good.
you moving to this state here?
I don't know, darling. I think it could be. She kind of blushes a little bit. Just let that one slip.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks, maybe. Things are
Perfect.
always in flux. I have to go up and I have a bit of work to take care of in Arvora with the banks.
No, that is fine. It will just be nice to have you here. And a more permanent basis.
There'll be
But
construction
take your
soon.
time.
There's another building being built on the grounds soon. So I would like
Cool.
to move in. I want to wait till after, but what can you do?
Perfect. I look forward to it.
I'll see you all soon. She turns to leave.
Sounds good.
Bye.
All right. Should we
Oh, we need to go
head out
shopping.
and get some shopping? Get some
Yes.
outfits? Right. I'll just see if Jan needs anything for wards. And yeah, Ellie will run up to his library and knock on the door.
You know,
Do we-
just go.
Us.
Oh, so early.
Do-
What can I do for you? Who is
Sorry,
it?
Jan.
No, by all
It's
means,
Ali.
you hear him get up and just something clatters, and he runs to the door, opens it, and he like,
Morning.
Looking very
Morning.
casual. Just.
We're heading out. We're getting some outfits. We've got an auction to get to tonight. I was just wondering if you needed anything.
oh no, I've got everything I need. Thank you so much for asking there.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I've got all of that, and I've got, if I run out, I've got people to go into the city for me.
All right. Good.
I appreciate it,
Well,
though.
Good luck with all the research and stuff. Hope the wards are going well.
They are. They're going very well. Extremely well.
Ellie will go in for a kiss. Give him a
Hey.
smidge.
Happily accepts.
Run off.
So, for expedience sake, let's say...
Message in Ali's ear before while she's with Jan. Is he awake?
Sorry, what was that?
Message in Ali's ear. Is he awake?
Yeah, he's awake. I think I woke him up. Whoops.
Okay, I'll bother him later, but I need to talk to him in private. He'll know what it's about.
All right. Ellie will just go back to Jan. Leo said something about wanting to talk to you in private a bit later.
You can come find me after I've done all these wards.
I'll pass that on. All right. Go find him after the wards are done.
Now, for expedience sake, because remember, the auction starts 2 hours after sundown. You wake up pretty much at sundown on Tavis time.
Hmm.
You guys can all mark off 25 gold to get a good outfit for this event. It's by no
Amazing.
means an Olwen original, but it's a very good formal attire.
We get the
Get your
receipts.
fucking receipts.
You get the receipts.
Are you keeping track of all those on the sheet?
Yep,
You
I'm
do?
gonna just go 5 by receipt. 5 by receipt.
With the amount?
Yes.
25.
5 by 25.
25 each.
Cool.
Yep.
Thank you.
But it's all very much like mage attire, like, you know, long black robes.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. You all make your way towards the auction, ready to figure out what could be in store for you this fine, fine evening. And that's where we're going to end the session, guys.
Hey.
Yo. Let's
So-
go.
We'll start the next session at the auction. Can't wait.
Excited for it. What a birthday session that'll be.
Absolute banger. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for hanging out. Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Hi, Monday Crew.
Monday Crew.
Hi,
or
Monday Crew.
Run
Hey,
2,
Monday
'cause sometimes-
crew.
I looped this video like 2 weeks. I looped a video like 2 weeks ago and actually ran it for 2 because I wasn't in the house and I did pretty well. So, hello.
Oh, yeah.
Sometime on Monday. Well,
Monday Crew
see you
part
then.
1 or part 2.
Who knows? See you next time, guys. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.